What's going on, everybody? Hello, welcome to the Funkatopia Radio Show, Funkatopia Live. Tonight we're going to have a lot of fun. We're doing Prince's funniest lyrics. It is wine night, so we'll be doing a little bit of, we're doing some wine. Kind of looking like I kind of got some Wolverine going on here. Hope everybody's doing good. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We've got lots of Prince news to talk about. Lots of rumors to kind of clear up and whatnot. And of course, obviously, we're doing Prince's funniest lyrics tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're opening the phone lines as well. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't get my headsets ready just in case Jeff decides to join us here real quick. I got to make sure that these are available. And hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna have some major fun tonight. Susie, hello, man. I kind of feel like every night that we do this, I've got something that I forgot, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know what it is. So there's like too much going on. Lenny, what's going on? Lenny, I need to talk to you. Lenny, one of the announcements that we're making here tonight is that we are going to be doing. Like we do every year, the top 20 best funk albums of 2021. And so we're coming on the end of the year. And Lenny, you have always given me some amazing albums that I was not aware of. You always come through. And so, Lenny, I'm going to need you to send me the best 2021 album. Send it to me via email or Facebook Messenger. We're going to be talking about that as well. Let me, Kiaria, what's going on? Hello. Cami, hello. Sandra, hello. Donna, hello. Danielle. Man, I tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Again, it is wine night. So if you got wine, make sure that I forgot to announce that in the post. I guess I should have. Tonight, I'm going to be drinking a bottle of wine that my mother brought over for Thanksgiving. Maybe some of you guys may have had this. Kemi, I think you've sent this to me before. Apple pie. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. A little bit of apple pie. And so we'll just watch to see exactly how far south this show goes. There's alcohol involved. It's always fun. But yeah, we got tons of stuff to talk about tonight, and it's going to be amazing. Deborah, what's going on? Jeff is in the house. Hold on. Let me bring Jeff on here. I don't know if I can. I still have yet to figure out how to bring him on so I can hear him, but not the radio station. But since this all goes through the board, there's not really too much I can do. Jeff, you good?
I am good. What's happening?
I can hear you fine, but this man, that radio is so loud. You can hear me okay now?
I hear you fine, man.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've got the I'm coming through this mic right now, but obviously we got the big bad boy. You know, last week this thing just kept it was coming unclipped from the desk, and so I was like sitting here, and I don't know if you noticed when we were doing the Alan Leeds interview, it was like it kept like coming down on me. I was like, what's happening here?
Yeah, you kept having to mess with it. So, all right. So, rumor has it there was some alcohol going on. I just saw you flash a bottle.
Why night?
Oh, okay.
Did you not bring yours?
You know what? I'm about to go get something. I will be.
That's good.
I will be right back.
Sandra, hello. Deborah already said hello. Jackie, hello. Steve Burton is in the building. Sacramento. Yeah, make sure that you tell me what city you're dialing in from, because we got lots of really cool stuff coming in. We only got a couple more songs. For those of you who just joining us, this is a pre-show where we kind of talk a little bit about just kind of let everybody kind of come in and settle in and chill. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a mere 8 minutes from right now, we will be going in and we'll be doing the Prince news. We'll be doing special announcements. And then we're doing our show tonight, which is Prince's funniest lyrics. So it's going to be amazing. Cami, I saw your prayer request. Cami, I'm sorry that you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Cammy, I can't believe that all this stuff just happens to you on a regular basis. It's too much. I don't know how one individual handles as much diversity as you do. It's insane. I was just looking at Jeff's "Be Right Back" thing. This is insane. This is ridiculous. Look at this thing. I don't understand how. That's crazy. Look at this. That's just crazy to me. Hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can make this happen. Hold on a second. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to get myself small and make him large. All right, so look at that. Look at that. I mean, he has like been going hardcore at these graphics. It's just ridiculous. Carrie, Julie's in the house. Carrie in Southern California. Got a little bit of rain over there. April, what's going on? Andrew. Andrew goes, yes, there was wine last week. Yeah, there was. And there's wine this week too. Man, you guys are going to be kind of, that "Be Right Back" thing was dope, man. It was just like,
you like that?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, we're talking about Cammy needs some more prayers. She's got some more major stuff going on. I was just saying, I don't know how one person can handle so much.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry too.
You know,
yeah, Cammy, prayers up for real.
Yeah, serious positivity for sure.
Absolutely.
San Diego, California in the house. A lot of California folks in the house here.
All right. I like it.
Lansing, Michigan. Deborah's from Lansing, Michigan.
Okay.
Linda says, hey, from Chicago. Brian Davis in the house.
Okay.
I'm going to try this apple wine here. It's got a hint of Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to admit straight up, I couldn't do it. Me and wine, I don't always have wine handy, but of course, as you know, my initial default, I released the Kraken.
Oh my gosh, he's going hard.
I mean, is there any other way to go?
Okay, that's all good. Akron, Ohio in the house. Love our Ohio folks.
Oh, Detroit.
Got a lot of folks from Detroit. Man. Yeah, it's going to be Canada, of course. Susie Queen's representing Canada. I talked to Andre. You know, I reached out to Andre, and he said, I said, you haven't been terrorizing us on the last two shows.
Yeah.
Just making sure you're okay and whatever else. And he is in Facebook jail.
Oh man, he can't bring the pain.
So apparently he did something or said something. Surprise. He did something or said something on Facebook, and they put him in Facebook jail. So
I mean,
oh good.
In all fairness, should anyone be surprised, including Facebook?
Yeah. I still remember some of the stuff that we did a Zoom one time, and he was sharing like these really, like with the whole group, because we did like a Zoom session one time, and there was like about 80 people online. That was the first time we had done Zoom, and everybody piled in, and he was like sharing these really inappropriate pictures, and it's like, oh, dude.
Yeah, yikes.
Of course, when I reminded him of that, he was just like, I don't remember that at all. It's like it was your name. It was your. It had like an inappropriate picture, and it said Andre.
It was all about you, man. All about you.
Oh my gosh. Susie said she's been in Facebook jail for 3 months now. Yeah, you see this scroll down here. It says keep up to date with the funk. YouTubers, click subscribe below. Facebookers, I need you guys to click follow.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you saw this in the notes, Jeff, but we literally are 25 people, only 25 people away from 10,000 followers.
Yes, we are
We
back
actually
on
came.
track.
We came really, really late to the Facebook game.
Yeah.
We were in there, but we didn't. We just didn't do anything, and then we finally flipped the switch a couple of years ago. We're like, all right, fine, because Prince kept actively pushing on Facebook, so we're like, all right, fine, we'll do it. So we're at 10,000 followers, and I'm gonna whoever is on 10,000, I'm gonna give a special gift to.
Something awesome needs to happen.
I love the Third Eye Girl jams.
Yes.
How do you take such a simple jam and just kill it?
Just kill it, murder it.
You should just be able to follow right underneath where it says right at the top of Facebook.
Yep, just follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The audio, because I don't know that Facebook knows what this is, so, but I don't know if I want to take that chance so early in the game.
Yeah.
We are going to be starting the show here in a mere 1 minute and 22 seconds. Again, for those of you just joining us, this is a free show. We kind of let people come in. Deborah says her chat isn't working, but we just saw it. You're good.
I know. Apparently it is. Hey, Chris, I got something else for you guys. Anyone who's watching live here, here's another shot for you. Tell me if you like this one. You like that?
Oh, my God. Let's see, and I'm just... Me, it's just this. It's just a bunch of mayhem. It's mayhem.
It's fun to keep it interesting. That's all.
Yeah, I see. All right, let me switch the audio here. Gotta do what I gotta do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right? Good? Oh, good. I was like to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. Andre's back.
He's back.
All right, and you guys can hear me okay. I'm not out leveled or anything. That's perfectly fine. And I know you guys on the radio station, you can hear me as well. And the show is beginning now.
Can you smell the phone? Can you see the phone? Can you, while we're in the phone, trying to get rid
It's awful. Welcome, one and all. This is the Funktopia Radio Show. Wine night and liquor night. It's a night of drinking. It's drinking night. Hope you guys got your drink on. You better have some type of libation or beverage in your hand, please.
Man, just pick your poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Gilbert and Rome to meet me at 7.
I'm just saying, man.
All right. It's Mr. Christopher with the Funkatopia Radio Show. Welcome to Funkatopia Live. We are actually having a good time here tonight. Tonight we are doing Prince's funniest lyrics, where we're going to be sitting down and really kind of we spent quite a bit of time just kind of analyzing a lot of his different lyrics and whatnot, and that's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be talking about his funniest lyrics. I want to make sure you guys can still hear me okay. Everything's good. This is, it is what it is.
So far, so good, man.
Yeah, and I'm also going to be opening up the phone lines so you guys can call in and also participate in this. So if you have any funniest lyrics, I will make sure that I open the phone lines. I got to make sure that all works well and dandy because I have not turned up the phone scenario. I have not tested the phone system with this board, so I'm saying we're opening up the phone lines, but once again, no promises.
Hey,
I'm hoping everything goes okay.
Yeah, we will get it right. And if we have to create an alternate number, we'll have like 15 numbers. We'll have people call it in. We'll find a way. Hey, if you don't call, go to Facebook and follow.
Yes, that is the most important thing. As we had kind of notated a little bit earlier, right before the show started, for all you fine radio folks and you thousands of listeners all around the world, we had who are listening via the Funked Up app. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. We are literally 25. Last time I checked, we are 25 people short of getting to 10,000 followers on Facebook. I know in the huge grand scheme of things, that's not massive because the fact that we kind of came to Facebook late, or we kind of adopted Facebook late. We were just kind of anti-Facebook, and then we realized, I guess we can't be anti-Facebook.
Uncle Facebook from anti.
Yeah, and I think it really went hard on 2015 because Prince started actively Facebook posting and tweeting about us on Facebook, and at that point we just had no choice. Right? We were like, okay, I guess we're on Facebook.
I guess we're here. For real.
Yes. So we have a little scroller across if you're watching on the video. If you want to watch via video, for some reason you want to look at us, you absolutely positively can. You can go to facebook.com/Funkatopia. And when you get there, make sure you click follow, because whoever is that 10,000th subscriber, I'm going to send you something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to send you something.
Yeah.
And also on YouTube as well, youtube.com/Funkatopia. That's FUNKATOPIA. No matter what Prince or Greg Boyer or Bernadette Cooper say, it's Funkatopia.
And those of you who are planning on trying to beat the system by watching the numbers and waiting till you see like 9,999, don't, because what I do is I wait till I see you follow, then you unfollow at 99 and refollow again. That's what you do.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, am I getting level on you? Hold on a second. Give me a level, Jeff.
Mana. Do.
You're not very loud in my on the radio station, so I just want to kind of. Wait, that's my fault. Wait, don't do anything. Hold on a second. All right, try it again.
All right, Mana again.
Oh man, that's so much better.
Oh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
It is fantastic. It's glad to see you back. Well, I had to turn the music down so I could hear everything happening.
Cool. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're here.
Vicky said I'm soft spoken. She's right. I am actually. I'm very gentle, except when I don't want to be.
Yes, of course. It is wine night tonight. I'm drinking wine. I think we announced last week that we would do wine night, and
sorry,
we didn't have any wine. Jeff didn't have any wine, so he decided he was going to do Kraken instead. So he's going hard, which is great. I mean,
go ahead. Truth be told, I probably have wine somewhere. It's just easier to not look and grab what's closest and what makes you smile the most. That's all.
Yeah. Last week, I opened my big fat mouth and I announced that somebody would be on the show tonight, and we're having all types of communication back and forth issues. So I know that I announced that we were hoping to get Marcus Anderson on the show this week.
Yeah.
That I shouldn't have said anything until he confirmed. So that was my bad. However, next week on the 21st, confirmed, my friend, the one and only Bernadette Cooper is going to be in the house. Yes, I'm going. Yeah, that is it. Bernadette Cooper is going to be with us. Producer, drummer, vocalist, just genius overall.
Beast.
Just person extraordinaire. You may know her from her little band named Madam X, the original Madam X, I might add. Not the Madonna version.
No.
I mean, this was that. I'm not gonna lie. Madam X, that CD is one of my all-time favorite CDs of all time, and I happen to also locate that on vinyl. and I got Madam X on vinyl as well. That album, that Flirt, just that type of girl. I mean that. Oh my god.
Yeah. And if you're missing and still confused, Climax.
Yes.
Climax.
Yes.
Just think Climax, and now you know. And I'm not trying to be a perv on the radio. I'm telling you.
Yes, it is. I mean, you get meeting in the ladies' room. I mean, just like, I mean, let me just go back to Madam X. I mean,
yes.
All right. I don't want to get cut off. I'm so fucking excited. I can't even contain myself. We have been trying to get Bernadette on the show for a very, very long time, just because we're huge Climax fans in more ways than one. Huge, it just sounded weird. Huge Madam X fans, and just, I mean, the production work that she has done across the board with Paula Abdul and with Cheryl Lynn. I mean, just unfriggin' Shalimar. I mean, Bernadette Cooper is going to be on the show next week.
It's just sick, and the things she touched and the things that she messes with, we all have felt it. And a lot of the stuff that she's doing, we don't even know about, but we're feeling the effects of it. That's how beast she is. So it's gonna be serious. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited too. I
can't contain myself.
You know what? I hate to do this, but yeah, that's how excited I am.
All right. So yes, Bernadette Cooper is going to be on the show next Tuesday night. This was a long time coming. She doesn't really do a whole bunch of interviews. She just doesn't. And so I have been literally bothering her. I would say do some other type of polite, but yeah, I've literally have been bothering her. And
I mean, it's harassment. It's
just, you got to just keep on trying. It was just like, I just kept hitting it on Twitter. And you know, it was funny. This just kind of just goes to show you how little she does on social media. When we were doing, Rob and I did a show called The Women of Funk, and she was in the countdown, and I invited her. I said, you know, I would love to have you on the show to come on. We'll talk about you. We'll talk about your contributions to funk music and everything else. Love to see it. That was like over a year ago. And she literally, she just replied to it like a week ago. She goes, and it was like sitting in my inbox on Twitter. She goes, "Oh, I'm just seeing this."
Yeah, man.
I need to do better. I was like, I had the same exact thing happen. I wasn't a big Twitter person. And I remember I left Twitter alone for over a year, and and Wendy and Lisa sent me a tweet in my inbox asking if I would help to promote their new album. And it was like a year later that I saw this.
No wonder. That just explains everything. You bastard.
I was just like, God dang, man. How many do you?
The other queen bees.
That's just insane.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you. So anyone who hasn't seen Bernadette, she just rocks the stage. She owns it. I mean, she owns it. So you just pay attention. I don't know how else to put it. Like, what are we missing?
We got a lot of things we got a lot of things we'll talk about too, because I mean, she had some big issue with Lenny Kravitz at one point in time. We're going to get into all the stuff. I mean, all the stuff. We're going to get into it. It's going to be tune in next week, same time. Well, actually 8 p.m.
Yeah.
On the 21st. Yeah. Not the exact same time as right now, because you'd be 11 minutes late.
11 minutes late, man.
Nah, you can't be late to the show.
Man.
So we will be there. We will try to keep our morning show characters in check. It's not going to happen, but we'll do what we possibly can, because we're going to geek out, because I don't think I'm going to be able to contain myself from geeking out on Bernadette. I just, everybody says,
I think I did a pretty good job of not geeking out with Eric Leeds, because, that's, I was
I had two main questions that I wanted to ask Alan. We did not set up any type of part 2 for Alan, but we had Jeff will tell you when we had Alan Leeds on the show. That was last week, right?
yeah. No. Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Was last week.
So we had Alan Leeds on the show. I had two questions I really wanted to ask him because he really gave a lot of props. I wanted to find out where he was with the lemon cake scenario.
Right.
Because he was really, really good friends with both sides of that
Fiasco.
battle. Yeah, fiasco. That's a good one. So I wanted to find out more about that. And I also wanted to find out from Eric. There is in Sheila E.'s book, Sheila E. had mentioned the story of Candy Dulfer and how Candy was wanting, their band was supposed to open up for Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Leeds was playing with the band at the time, and for whatever reason, time ran out, and Candy's band got nixed from the headliner, and Candy took matters into her own hand and was ticked, and she protested outside of Prince's tour bus. And Sheila happened to be on the tour bus, and Sheila came out and was like, "What's up? What's going on?" And she was like, "There's no reason why we should have been nixed, blah, 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 blah. I can play sax. I can play rings around Eric Leeds." Eric was just like going off on Eric.
Challenge.
And I was like, I wonder if Eric ever heard that story. I'm sure that he did, but it's just.
I just picture the leather gloves coming off. Challenge, That's horrible. As awesome as people get, when you get into your emotions, you do things that can be irrational automatically, because that's off the charts of stuff to do when you get a little upset.
Life presents all these weird moments, and you can either step up to the plate or you can just let it go. And you have your moments where you can just step up to the plate, like that after party that I went to where I was standing next to Prince and he was playing, and I was just like, I literally am 3 feet away from Prince's face while he's playing keyboards. I can sing right now and let him know what I got, or I could just sit and bop my head and just be like everybody else in there. You have these moments where you just go, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I think everybody can probably think back to a moment in time where something just kind of, Anyways, we're going to be talking tonight. We got a lot of fun. We're going to be doing Prince's funniest lyrics tonight. So I hope you guys are ready. We're going to be having so much fun tonight talking about Prince's funniest lyrics. And we will be opening up the phone lines. I will pause right before we start that portion of the show because I want to open up the phone lines. And so if you are thinking of a specific Prince lyric that you think is absolutely hilarious, please pick up the phone and dial in. I will give you the phone number once we get to it.
Heck yeah.
If you want to write it down right now for real quick reference, you absolutely can. It is 2623 We Funk. That's right. 2623 We Funk. If you're alphabetically challenged, it is 262-393-3865. That's 262-393-3865. But if you do actually have the alphabet on your phone, it's 2623 We Funk. But don't dial in right now because I have not turned on the phone line. I will turn that on once we get to that part of the show.
I admit I was totally lost. I was like, We Funk. What 3 1 wait set?
Most phones have the letters underneath it. So
yeah, unless you're looking, forget it.
Yeah. So anyways, lots of fun. So we got tons of news to talk about. We already made the announcement about Bernadette Cooper. Also, I pulled this up, and I don't know that you have this screen up, so I am going to.
Yeah, I do. We're ready.
You actually have the URL.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, I actually went ahead and pulled up the URL because I didn't know if people would be interested in seeing some of the other things, but yeah, we'll just go with that. That's perfectly fine. The estate has finally released a calendar, so they. That's cool. That's cool that they finally released a calendar. The only thing about this is I'll pull this up. Yeah, I got it. This is the calendar, and as you might be able to see, it says this is a pre-order. Expected ship date is January 19th, 2022.
So you missed 20
Yeah,
something.
so you miss an entire month pretty much because that's the ship date. So you won't get it until January is done.
Until UPS or FedEx says so.
They did this exact same thing with the Sign of the Times calendar. Was it the Sign of the Times calendar or the one before it? They did the exact same thing where they were like, they got to the end of the year and they're like, oh, we should make a calendar.
Right.
And then for all we know, they may have gotten it because I had mentioned that I had gotten this calendar here on Amazon because this is actually a really, really cool calendar that has like a bunch of really cool photos of Prince, and it's a 2022 calendar, and I got it on Amazon, and it was actually pretty awesome calendar. 2022. I'd gotten it from Amazon, but it is not ordained from the estate. But the one that is ordained from the estate is $30 right now, and it's pre-order, and you do have to pay shipping on that. So I think the calendar ends up costing you about $40. Obviously, it's a limited edition, so you have that, but it's actually got some pretty cool shots here, and they've actually got some full color things as well. I mean, this is actually a really cool. It's cool. I get it. That's all great. But again, this is a pre-order and it does not ship until almost the end of January. You'll probably get it, like best case scenario, you get it at the end of January or February. And they are, surprisingly enough, they are selling the Sign of the Times calendar, the old Sign of the Times calendar, for $20. It's the old 2020 calendar. I know.
It makes me laugh because the calendar, I mean, it's good for a year, and after that, I mean, yeah, you got some pictures, but
yeah. So that this is the 2021 calendar for Sign of the Times. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, from what I understand, the Sign of the Times calendar is gorgeous. It really is. But again, just like you said, once the year is over, you can't. I literally have two massive calendars that are over there, old Prince calendars.
Right.
Neither one of them is state ordained, but I mean, they've got some really cool stuff in here. But once again, I don't, it's just kind of surprising that they do this every single year with this. They need to start planning in October to be shipped at the beginning of December. So that way people will want to consider purchasing it for, they could wrap it as part of a Black Friday special. They can get it so that people can buy it for Christmas gifts for various Prince fans, and you get it when the year starts. This one that I bought on Amazon, I'm going to go ahead and close this window now. This one that I bought on Amazon, it starts in July of 2021. It literally is it's like an 18-month calendar. No joke. It's
wow.
So I could start using this like the second that I get it, even though the year isn't over yet.
So,
and I don't understand why. I don't know what the conflict is.
So here's a marketing tip for all you guys at the estate or anywhere else. And this is not meant as anything. It's just a marketing tip to consider. But instead of trying to resell an old calendar, what you do is you repackage and call it calendar shots. I'm giving this to you guys for free. I've got many more, but you call it calendar shots because those pictures we assume are pictures that aren't on everything else. So if you sell calendar shots, more people will go, oh, those are the pictures from the calendar from 1987 that nobody wants to buy now, and they'll buy it. So just remarket it, rebrand it, keep the photos, but let's get rid of the dates. Like you can't sell it as a calendar. That's yeah. I'll send it a bill in the mail if you guys want to, talk.
Yeah, we will always support the estate. You guys can obviously see that I've purchased every single super deluxe, anything that you guys did, anything that you guys have released. I've gone through the process and purchased it. That's just because we want to support the estate, obviously.
Yes, and
I start making some really some marketing decisions that make a little bit more sense. One thing I did, well, somebody had mentioned Sign of the Times. Oops, sorry, I actually clicked on the wrong thing. Somebody had mentioned on Sign of the Times that April, she said, congrats to the estate for the Sign of the Times deluxe box set that received a 2022 Grammy nomination for Best Historical Album last week. That is awesome. Hats off to the
Fully
estate.
deserving. Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely deserved it, because that deluxe edition box set was a masterpiece, dude.
Man, I'm so glad I have it.
And the vinyl one was insane. You have the vinyl one. I
I have
have
the vinyl one. It's off the charts.
and the vinyl one is ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I hope that it I absolutely hope that it wins, not only for the estate, but also for my good friend Dwayne Tudall. And I am just beside myself. I just can't. And I hope they win. And I hope that if they do win, it's something that's broadcasted on the Grammy. So, anyways,
That would be awesome.
everybody keeps saying shots. So, I mean, I'm drinking wine. I will take a sip of wine.
Clearly, someone's not drinking enough.
I'm drinking. I'm such a lightweight.
Want some wine?
Yeah, this is for anyone who doesn't know, Kraken, the Kraken. It's black and spiced rum, don't you know? So if I want, I can get my drink of the rum on and just.
This is it's gonna be,
It's okay.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Also, something of note as well. I'm gonna jump forward to, well, no, I'll leave that to be.
I'm ready when you are, man.
No, yeah, we're just we're gonna go down in order. We're gonna go down in order. Every single year, we do an event. We've been doing it since I've been doing it since 2012. So next year will be the 10-year anniversary of the 20 best funk albums of whatever the year is. We are about to do the 20 best funk albums of 2021. As you can see from give you a little bit of a look at what 2020 looked like. Yeah, look at that. That's just awesome. But you can see some of the winners out there. You had Bootsy Collins was in that mix. Smudge was in the mix. There's just so 5 Alarm Funk was in the mix. Nikki West was in the mix. I mean, there was so many. Jelly Bean Johnson was in the mix. So many great Moniqua, which was unbelievable. This Garrett Scheider and Moniqua's album were probably some of the best funk albums of that year. It was just insane. It was so ridiculous. But every single one of these albums was fantastic, and we're going to do it again.
Yes.
We are going to be doing it again for 2021. And we'll be compiling a list at the end of starting January 1. But if you have any request or you have any favorite funk bands that released an album in 2021, please make sure that you send it to us at Funkatopia, FUNKATOPIA @gmail.com, because we are going to be going through and listening to all of these contenders and picking out the 20 best funk albums of that year. And it's going to be fantastic.
And again, keep in mind, it has to have been released in 2021. So it's not just your favorite album or anything. It has to have been released in 2021.
That's correct. That is the most important thing that's going to be part of the mix. I think there was only one year that we made an exception. Was it this year that we made an exception, or the previous year I made an exception because Ida Nielsen released her album, I can't remember the name of the album. Stop Sweating the Small Stuff or something like that. But anyways, it was released on January 1st. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not waiting all the way until the next year to list this when it's right here. I mean, that's
right.
It's just, there's some exceptions that I'm willing to make. And the reason why I normally wait until January 1st to do this list is because I've been bit in the butt multiple times. A few years ago, about 4 years ago, I got bit really, really bad because I released a list on like December 15th. And then a week later, Parliament Funkadelic released their first album in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Shake the Gate or something like, and it was like, but it was done like right at the, it was like December 20th, something. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And of course,
Right.
then, you know, so what I want to do is I want to avoid making the same issues. That's just, anyways. You can, Andrew says, I want to see the list. So you can absolutely do, just go to funkatopia.com, funkatopia.com, and search for best of and your best funk. And you will see most of the previous lists that are on there, and you'll be able to listen to, because every single one of them, we all include the Spotify list. So you can actually listen right there. You can go and buy them. You can click on it and purchase them if you really like them, but it's pretty awesome. All right.
Yep. It's going to take some work, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get it handled.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Another thing that we are doing a drawing right now. A lot of people may have seen that we are doing a drawing, a massive drawing, I might add. I went through my prize closet, and as you can see right here, this is the collection of things that we have put into one box. No joke, one box, all the stuff, and one winner is going to win all of this.
Let's say it again. One box.
One, yes, one box. I mean, that includes, you know, a lot of vinyl. You got, and a lot of it is it's all used vinyl. That is directly from my collection. So you have Jesse Johnson's Shockadelica, Jesse Johnson's Every Shade of Love on vinyl, Ice Cream Castle, The Time, the original pressing, Alexander O'Neill's Hearsay. You have Sly and the Family Stone's Stand vinyl, Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life, the double album there, also vinyl. Over on the lower right-hand side, you will see that there is NPG Music Club's NPG Radio. There's 2 vinyls that I am giving up, and they are the NPG Radio shows on vinyl. They actually distributed this for a couple of different places to redo, to actually play on air for whatever, I don't know what places did that, but I actually got a hold of this from a DJ back in the 90s. And so I have 2 vinyls, not one. That's 2 vinyls that you are going to be getting. That is the collector NPGR, the Batman movie on DVD, as you can see there. Also got some Prince money that's there. Prince pin, the Prince symbol pin, Cream, brand new, still wrapped. The Cream maxi single, plus the Prince 1999 maxi single. That's kind of it's a weird import that's got a couple songs from 1999 and a couple songs from Dirty Mind. Then on top of that, also a Beanie Bear from 1999, a 1999 Beanie Bear. All of that, every single bit of that is going to be in one grand prize winner is walking away with that. Oh, I forgot to mention a signed copy of Prince. And what's the full book title? It's such a long title. Prince and the Parade and Sign of the Times era studio sessions, 1985 and 1986, from Dwayne Tudall, signed by Dwayne Tudall, not signed to me. They're actually, it just says this is what it's like in the Dream Factory, and Dwayne signed it. So all of that is going to be given away to one winner, and that is going to be in the prize pack.
And while you're talking about that, I have to make the sad announcement. I might have to leave Funkatopia because I can't get these gifts while I'm working on Funkatopia. And I want all of it.
That's why Rob left.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, sneaky. He'll be back right after.
So if you would like to participate, in this, all you got to do is just for every $5 that you donate, you get an entry to win this prize package. And there's going to be 3 prizes. The first 2 prizes are going to be Funkatopia swag, and then the grand prize is this. All of this stuff in one box. It's already in a box sitting right here. And it's going to be just packaged up and sent out to whoever that grand prize winner is. We'll do the same thing where we do a like a prize wheel, and it will like spin around, and we'll pick one. But for every $5 donated, you get an entry. So if you donate $5, you get an entry. If you donate $100, you get 20 entries. You know how the math works. However, and if you want to do that, it's if you want to do Venmo, it's at Venmo. I mean, it's Venmo at Funkatopia, Funkatopia. I think we actually have a thing here. Yeah, there's scrolling across the bottom here. Cash App is $Funkatopia, Funkatopia. If you are a member of Patreon, patreon.com/Funkatopia, patreon.com/Funkatopia. If you are already a member of patreon.com, you are automatically being entered into the drawing for this. So we're
taking care of you.
You're already getting entries depending on whatever your level is. No matter what your level is, you're getting an entry.
That's right.
So even if you're on the lowest level, you're still getting an entry into this. But you can join Patreon. You can get access to a bunch of really, really cool files. It's going to be amazing. So you can either join Patreon or do one-time donation via Venmo or Cash App to Funkatopia, Funkatopia. And again, for every $5 that you donate, you actually get all this.
And I'll repeat that. Those who have actually joined us on Patreon are having access to files that the rest do not have access to, and sometimes things earlier than other people. So yeah, these are reasons. There's reasons they're doing these things. So we're taking care of them just as much.
Yep. So I mean, if you're on a high level of Funkatopia on Patreon, you're getting 10 entries into this thing. Right. We are going to be doing the drawing. I saw somebody ask. We're going to be doing the drawing on 12/21. We'll be doing it on the show on the 21st. So next week is when we're doing this drawing. Next week. So with Bernadette Cooper on the show, we are going to be doing the drawing for this.
Brace yourselves.
So brace yourselves. It's going to be a show with Bernadette Cooper, and we're doing a drawing for this massive prize pack. So if you want to be in this drawing, you need to donate via Venmo or Cash App. For every $5 you donate, you get an entry. Again, if you're a Patreon supporter, you're already getting entries, but you can always donate more and get more entries if you really want a shot at it.
Right.
It's just very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Cash App, $Funkatopia, Funkatopia. Yes. So that's all there. So let's quickly talk about a couple of other things here, because I really want to get to the show, because tonight we are going to be doing Prince's funniest lyrics. We're going to be talking about some of the most hilarious lyrics that we are aware of. It's just, some of the stuff is just so funny.
And we'll be receiving your calls for those that you come up with that you think are hilarious as well. So
yes, so we
got a
will
lot going on tonight.
Yes, we'll be turning on the phone lines right when we're about to start that, so that you guys can call in. And that number is 2623 We Funk, 2623 We Funk. I'll give you those numbers later on, but you can just write that down for right now. There's been some rumors about a New Year's Eve event at Paisley Park. Once again, this kind of goes a little bit more hand in hand with some of the marketing stuff that happens sometimes, is that there's been no announcement that something's happening on New Year's Eve.
Just a rumor.
So it is just a rumor, but would I be surprised if something did pop up? No, I would not be surprised if something did pop up. So just be aware that there has been rumors that they may be doing something. It's probably going to be like a dance party or something along those lines. It won't be anything type of major event, because very, very simply, if they wanted people to come and make travel plans, it's a horrible time of the year to vacation anyways.
Absolutely.
But
you never know who might show up, and that's kind of the point of that. So
yes. So yeah, it's all, but we did get the announcement about the next Star Party, because apparently the next Star Party with Alfonso Starr and Martin Kember is going to be that is going to be taking place on April 20th at the Poorhouse in Minneapolis. You can just look up Alfonso Starr stuff. But Yeah, that's always a blast, because if you've never seen Alfonso Starr's star parties, they are ridiculous.
Yeah.
He DJs, it's a bunch of Prince stuff, there's a bunch of dancing, there's a bunch of costumes. He has like about a dozen costume changes per night. It's a lot of dancing, it's a lot of sing-alongs, it's a lot of activities, it's a lot of drawings, it's just a lot of music. It's a blast. You absolutely have to go. That's on April 20th at the Poorhouse in Minneapolis. It was being coincided with the celebration, but they moved the celebration to June because people were coming in April and it was cold and they just, so anyways, he's still doing it. It's still being done and it's going to be done. So definitely check it out.
Right.
You can do, if you go to etix.com, etix.com, and you search for Star Party, STARR, 2 R's, Star Party, Minneapolis, and you'll be able to find it. It's there. It's very, very cool. There's also rumors about the 2022 celebration. A lot of people were asking. I have reached out to a couple people who are very, very close to the scenario, and apparently there is going to be a 2022 celebration. It's right now, again, it's just rumors, but they've been circulating around for the past few weeks now, that because they normally do it in June, because it's his birthday month, and it also it's warmer. It's people actually come out. April seems like it's far removed from winter, but it's not. It's always super cold in April.
Sometimes it snows.
And sometimes it snows. Last time I was there in April, it did snow.
Right.
But anyway, so we're not sure what they will do. I mean, every band that I guess I can think of that Prince had been involved with has really kind of already performed there since his passing. I mean, everybody from the Revolution to Sheila E. to MPG to the all-star band they had called the Funk Soldiers, the Family, the F Deluxe played there, the Morrissey at the time. I mean, the only bands I think of that, you know,
Maserati hasn't been there, and Wendy and Lisa as Wendy and Lisa, right?
Right, correct. And we had had this discussion before that if they were really going to do this and do it well, then what needed to happen is that they needed to do something along the lines of having a bigger band that would be there.
Right.
You know, like D'Angelo or Erykah Badu.
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe is another good one. So you've got like all these. I mean, you get somebody that's like a massive act that is obviously going to pack it out. Is going to do mini shows, or just kind of just people that are obviously tied to Prince in various forms or fashion, that don't necessarily have to be somebody that was on their label. I mean, like our Parliament Funkadelic or anything like that. They don't have to do all that. It's just there's things that they can do, and they do. I don't know. I just kind of feel like they've done a little bit of everything. And I want them to succeed. That's the reason why I just kind of am a little bit more of a pain in the ass about this than
right,
because you want them to succeed during the celebration. You want people to come out to Paisley Park and get that tourism going again and moving on and on. And
the sad thing is we don't really know what the plan is. We don't know how they're going about it, and so it's kind of hard to even announce or talk about it too much. But we can always speculate. We can always come up with some ideas, and we can speak our ideas because we're pretty sure that somebody's listening.
Oh, definitely somebody's listening. They're always listening.
They're always listening.
Trust me, I know they're listening. Because sometimes I'll say things and then I'll get a little slap on the hand. So it's fine.
I was trying to be subtle about it.
It's fine. I know you're listening. It's fine. You also know that I do it with love. Let's just leave it at that. But again, they need to generate some income because right now, also in Prince news, the estate has apparently settled with the IRS on their whole tax situation last week. And apparently, as of according to a November 30th tax court order, they have finally settled. They have not said what it was. I mean, there was a big debacle that in June 2020, the IRS basically said that you owe the estate owes $32.4 million in federal taxes, plus a little bit of a fee, a $6.4 million penalty. And so whatever happened, I've had this discussion before. I said, if anything, from the state side of things, Minnesota should completely leave the state alone, because the amount of tourism and money that man has brought to the state of Minnesota is immeasurable. It's
Right.
just, there are literally thousands, tens of thousands of people that come into the state of Minnesota every single month
Just
to go the places that he's been.
exactly.
Just
If
a step to pays the
If
park.
anything, they should be paying a fee, a finder's fee. They should be paying the
Right.
estate a finder's fee just because of the activity that comes in. And well, the good thing is something has settled. Yeah, we don't know the details, but it's always good to hear like something's getting straightened out, because we want this to continue. We would love to have these things continue to move forward and grow, and whatever benefits them ultimately benefits us and you guys as fans and people who purchase things from. So we
Right.
just wanted to continue. That's it.
Well, and they also said that, one of the reasons why the IRS said that they were really, really short, and that it was 50%, whatever they said their valuation was 50% too low, according to the IRS. We are talking about federal here. We're not talking about state.
Right.
They are really focusing in, the IRS is really focusing in on Prince's name and likeness. So you might be able to, we probably should anticipate seeing a little bit more hardcore activity, just a lot more hardcore activity on them really kind of tracking down these people that are taking advantage of, these artists on Etsy that are releasing stuff with the symbol on it.
Right.
I mean, we've had our hands slapped when we did the Rekastore Productions t-shirts that had the Prince logo on it, and we sold some, and then they were like, "No."
Yeah.
Like,
Hand
okay,
slapped is a gentle way to put it.
yeah, it's just like, okay, it's fine.
They were more like, no.
No.
Newspaper smack on the nose. No.
Take your house and you shouldn't.
What's wrong with you, man? Don't you ever touch my records?
Yeah, we're seeing some other. I've seen some other suggestions here for celebration too. Lizzo, that would have been Lizzo's good. I don't know that she would draw the way that somebody like a D'Angelo probably would. I mean, Lizzo is much bigger than D'Angelo. However,
right.
There's a symbiosis that is occurring between D'Angelo and Prince, and it's kind of like this really,
Absolutely. The expectation is different, and the feeling is the mentality and the vibe of the fan base is what would be different, and it would draw more from D'Angelo than Lizzo.
And the only thing that you could, and Sandra said Bruno Mars, and the only thing that you could say that would be a concern, obviously, because again, we had Alan Leeds on the show last week, is that he was saying D'Angelo kind of goes into these moments where it's like, I don't want to perform, and like,
right, I'm not in the mood.
The audience is out there waiting, and he's like in the tour bus going, "No, I'm not singing."
Nah.
So he told that story, and it was just like, "Oh boy, okay."
I'm tired.
I'm tired. It was like, "Oh, what the fuck are you get on right there?" All right, just a couple more things. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say the thing is we can continue to pull out bigger stars, Bruno Mars and all those other people, and yes, absolutely, they would attract. I mean, they're super duper stars.
I think Bruno's too big, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, is there such thing as too big? I don't know, but I guess.
Yeah, there is. It's Bruno Mars.
It's Bruno Mars. Yeah, there it is. The whole state would have Madonna. To shut down.
It's like Madonna. We're gonna have Beyonce on night 1,
Madonna
on night 2, and Bruno Mars on night 3.
Beyonce is gonna come out to Funkatopia. No, I don't think so. Shut down our servers.
Not a chance in hell.
But
I love her, and we obviously would love to have. Now, Georgia Malone says not a Bruno. Let me tell you something. I did not. I was not aware when he did that. When he did that performance where he did "Let's Go Crazy" and he was dressed up like Prince and he was playing guitar. First off, Bruno Mars always catches me off guard. When he played at the Super Bowl and he came out playing the drums, I was like, dude, that dude can play.
Right.
And then when he was playing guitar on "Let's Go Crazy," including the solo, and he killed it, I was like,
I had no idea that that guy was as talented as he is. It's like, holy cow, this guy is a monster.
Right.
Yeah. So Bruno Mars is like a total different thing.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the show here. We're going to be here like we're gonna give like 10 minutes. We got a couple more things we got to talk about, and then we're gonna do Princess Funniest Lyrics. Going to open up the phone lines, so don't go anywhere. But we want to talk about the things that you care about, and we're kind of going through the Prince, Prince stuff, news. You're about to say something before I cut you off.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I was just saying how much those artists are awesome. I love Bruno Mars. I like to see these guys do their thing, and they're fans, and they're super duper talented. And yes, it would be great to have them in the lineup. But again, it's a matter of the Prince fan lineup, and the estate is going to consider those people more. That's kind of what I'm done.
No,
Another drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another drink. All right. So while we're drinking, and I'm gonna need like 30 seconds to be able to switch these phones on for you guys to call in for Princess Funniest Lyrics, which we will be doing. Go ahead and write down the phone number 2623 we funk 2623 we funk, or if you want the numbers, it's 262-393-3865. We'll be opening the phone lines in just a second. If you call right now, it's going to tell you we haven't started the show yet. So that's what it is.
do a test call.
We're gonna see how it's anyways, here's something interesting. I wasn't sure if anybody was aware of this, but Target, speaking of Sign of the Times, which has gotten a massive it's incredible. I don't need this, but I kind of feel like I need to have it. Target has released a Sign of the Times, or is going to release a Sign of the Times Target exclusive. I don't understand. But let me, I got to pull up this thing, but it is, so basically, why is this so,
let's call it what it is. Target.
Yes.
It is Target.
Yes,
if you say it, you say Target.
But look at this. Look at that vinyl. This is a Target exclusive vinyl for Sign of the Times that has got this, I don't know, like this slime clear marble type of looking clear. It's unfriggin' real. And this is going to be released on, what did it say? I got to go back and actually, it's on white vinyl. There's nothing on there that the street date is February 4th, 2022. It's $31.99, and it hits the streets on February 4th of next year. So just a couple months away, less than a couple months away. If you really love Sign of the Times, I already have 3 copies of this vinyl, besides the deluxe. I don't know that I need more. But it's like, but I like this. I like this. This is one of those collector's things. It's like,
I can't help myself, Captain. I've got to get more.
I need to have more.
She's got all she's got, but I got to get another one.
It's just crazy. I need
Captain.
to have this. Look at that marble.
Look at the marble. I've got to have it.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Anyways, we're gonna get it. We can tell we've been drinking. Anyways, Target's going to be releasing that, and it is coming. It's coming. And that's February 4th, 2022. We do know also, no, I can't say we do know. There is another rumor also that there is a deluxe edition of Parade that's coming next year as well. We do not have any drop dates. We do not have any release dates. We do know what's going to be in on it. But that's coming as well. That should be ridiculous.
Yeah, that has my attention.
That definitely has my attention as well.
Fully.
And so one more announcement, and that is next week, as I mentioned, Bernadette Cooper is going to be on the show on Tuesday. That is the 21st. Yes, that's definitely worth one of those. Bernadette Cooper, you may know her from Madam X. You may know her from Climax. She is going to be on the show next Tuesday, and we'll also be doing the drawing for that massive giveaway that I just mentioned. So you need to make sure, and we are stopping taking names at 12:01 a.m. on that day. So if you want to get into that drawing, you need to do it. You need to do it between now and then. That's how it's good. You got to do it.
How about now?
How about now?
How about now?
You got to be like Michaela Harris, who just entered. So
Exactly. How about now? You're online. How about now? What are we waiting for? What's the hold up?
and then Thursday, which is the 23rd, the 23rd, we will be starting at noon. We will be starting what you guys have asked for. We will be starting Princemas.
Princemas.
Yes, this is the time of year that I want to claw my eyes out. It is Princegiving is enough because we play all of Prince's music in chronological order, which is a nightmare. But for Princemas, what we do, which starts on the 23rd, what we are going to be doing is we are playing a concert from every single year that he performed, that we have recordings of. We're still trying to find a decent recording of one of the shows that he did in 1979, but we have great concert recordings from 1980 all the way until his passing in 2016. So we'll be playing full Prince concerts, not just clips, full Prince concerts from every single year, not in chronological order though. So we may do 1980 and then we'll go to 2016, then we might go to 2010, just to mix it up, because we want to make sure that there's a lot of different there's a lot of different variety with all the different songs on there, because if you did it in chronological order, it would be very, very redundant.
It'd be painful at that point.
Yeah. So, and that starts on the 23rd. Noon on the 23rd is when Princemas starts. So we will let you know. You'll be reminded next Tuesday that it's going to start in a couple of days. So get ready, get your spiked eggnog.
Yes. And sit down by the fireplace or whatever place.
And it will not be repeated, just so we're clear too. It's not going to be repeated. So I expect you to listen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it's not going to be repeated. So we're not going to go through all the years and then do it all over again. We have enough concerts where we can go through all of them, and then we can go through all the years again with different shows. So it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. That's what's happening. And that's what's happening. So Merry Christmas. So, all right, last thing, very, very last thing. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the show, facebook.com/Funkatopia.
One more time.
We need facebook.com/Funkatopia. We are, no joke, I'm refreshing the page right now. I want to make sure, when we first started the show, we were 25 followers away from 10,000 followers.
We're so close.
Yeah, so close. I keep seeing it, and then the screen keeps refreshing, and it bounces it down the page. It's like keeps on doing this, and it's annoying as crap. No, that number hasn't moved for some reason. It's still, unless it takes the time to refresh. But whoever the 10,000th person is that follows on Facebook will get a special prize. I don't know what it will be. It won't be something like that. It's going to be awesome though. So
Funkatopia calendar.
make sure that you follow right underneath at the top of the page when you go to facebook.com/Funkatopia. Just click on follow. The follow will be right underneath the main picture there. Just click on that. If you haven't already, please go and do that, because it's going to be awesome. So
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So I have to start this show. So I am I'm going to try to log in and get this phone thing on. So I don't know what you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the fact that Bernadette's going to be on while I turn on this phone and we go into this mix? I mean,
I could talk about Bernadette over and over and over. So I'm going to talk about it again. I'm going to bring it up again. So you've got to be here next week, because next week Bernadette Cooper is going to be here on Funkatopia Live talking about whatever she wants to talk about. And those of you who do not know who Bernadette Cooper is, shame on you. Climax.
Ask somebody.
you better
ask somebody, man. You should know.
Climax, and that's all I have to tell you. Climax, and again, that's not a suggestion, that's a group, and the men all pause. You know the songs. You have been here. You know them. She's a beast, and she's done so many more things than that. But that's my boom spark of light bulb for you to get you going. But we're going to talk about what she's doing, what she's done, how things have moved forward, and what's happening now. So you've got to be involved. You've got to come be on the show and hang out with us because we're going to have, yeah. Somebody said they've heard of Climax and never heard the music, but I'm betting you probably have heard the music and just didn't know it was Bernadette Cooper who involved. That's how it goes because the ladies' room and the men all pause and from
In the ladies' room.
yeah, see. So I know you guys have heard it. It happens a lot where people don't realize what an artist has done and what people have been through and what they've performed and what music they've touched or written. And trust me, you've heard her music and you've heard Climax. You just don't realize it. So, but the only way to prove me wrong is to show up on the show. So when you come in next week and you're here, you go, oh, he was right. Yeah. And if I was wrong, you can go, he was wrong. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm confident enough to believe that's not going to happen unless you're like 12 years old. And if you're 12, you shouldn't be on the show. That's all I'm saying. Because right now, I'm doing this, and this is what Facebook would, YouTube would flag us if I said the word out loud, isn't it? Right, Chris? Chris told us once we said a certain word, and they were like, you can't say that. Well, we can say whatever we want. So there.
I don't know if the phone thing is working or not.
I'm going to call it.
You call it.
I'm gonna call it. So hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. You're hearing it live. He's calling the number right now. And
let's just see. I'm trying to, I was just trying to keep the line open because we haven't used the phone with this new board yet. So hopefully, meeting in ladies' room is let's. I can hear you on there. Let's see if I. All right, can you hear me? Are you talking? I guess you're not talking.
I was talking. You can't hear me.
Yeah, I guess so. Dang it. Dang it.
I hear you clearly on the phone, though.
Yes. Well, so you can hear me clearly on the phone, but not on the. All right, let's see if we can change some other things. All right. Well, we're going to switch chords because that may be the problem.
This kind of hurts right now. I'm going to hang up on this stupid radio show. What is calling it?
What a stupid show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. I'm going to hang up on you too.
I hung up first. So there.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to try to figure out exactly. I'm wondering if I should leave that active. While I'm dialing. I don't know if that may be the issue. Let's see.
Wait, Vicky said I'm funny when I'm drinking. Wait, I'm not funny any other tag.
That's it.
Tag. Alcohol. Stupid alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I drinking? Okay, so Sandra wants to know what I'm drinking today. And often it is Kraken. It is Kraken. It is the spiced rum. That's what I'm having. I released the Kraken. It is good stuff. I enjoy it. I found out about it through another person, third party, and there's things that exist, and this happened to be one of those. It's a drinking club. I don't know what it's called, but it's a drinking club, and they get together every week, and they share alcohol recipes, but they pour and drink whatever. It's the antithesis. It's the opposite. It's the enemy of AA. It is DA. It is. I don't know. If you've ever wanted to become an alcoholic, this is the kind of thing you want to get involved in. Now, I'm not personally. I wasn't invited for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this is the thing. If you're going to do it, join a group that drinks every single week faithfully. They get together. They buy each other alcohol. So they buy in bulk, so they get discounts, and everybody gets it, and then they all pour and mix their drinks. I don't know what else I could say about that, but I want that.
I like a good idea at all.
That sounds like a great idea. It's not a good idea if you're doing a conference call while in your car. That's not a good idea. Do not drink and drive. I'm not condoning that at all. But if you're at home and it's at night, their meetings are at night. It's not in the middle of the day, so they're not taking a break off of work. Because I will admit, a long time ago, liquid lunches was a common thing at some places, and I did partake every once in a while in liquid lunch and go back to work just a little different. So that's all I'm gonna say. So, are we? We're almost ready for me to call back in as we test
I'm
the
not
phone
sure.
lines.
I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, that's all right. I didn't want to call anyway.
For whatever reason, it's just not working like we would imagine.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know. So I tell you what, while I'm trying to figure this out, let's do this. Let's go ahead and start in with some of the funny lyrics. Let's start from the top.
Let's do it. Let's do it. In fact, we're going to go right off the top because this is just one that everybody knows and you have to. It's from Party Man. And if I just say Party Man right away, I'm sure half of you guys already have the lyric. If it breaks when it bends, you better not put it in. That's it. Boom, right there. That's the first lyric.
Yeah, that song, that lyric always cracked me up. The fact that it was the fact that that was on the radio all the time,
right?
and they never made any, they never drew attention to it. That was always crazy.
Ever.
And I just, it's surprising to me that happened. So I don't know.
Despite what anybody says, even though Batman is not necessarily a kid-friendly movie, they still treat it like it was. And they, this kind of thing is just hilarious to me because half the kids are like, "What does that mean?" And the parents just, what? No.
I don't think that was the case. I think literally they just didn't.
They just sang it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, folks, I think the whole radio station thing is not going to be. Is that you calling in right now?
No.
No, somebody else is calling in. That's sad.
Aww.
Yeah, the phone thing is not working out like we had anticipated. So if you want to just put it in the, unfortunately, you're going to have to put it in a thing. We will test this moving forward. We'll test it so that we can open up the phone lines, maybe during the Burnernet Cooper show or something like that. But unfortunately, I don't want to waste any more time looking at the phone thing. That's just ridiculous.
We'll get it. We'll have it working.
Yes. Yeah. So there goes that part of it. But please put your funniest lyrics in the comment section if you're on facebook.com/Funkatopia or youtube.com/Funkatopia. We're having issues with the phone line. It is not communicating. One of the biggest issues that this has is I have the Google Pixel 6, which does not have a headphone jack. It has one of these. It has the USB-C headphone jacks. So you have to use this connector here where it connects to the thing. And it worked in the previous board, but it's not playing nice with this one. I'm sure that we could probably get it to work at some point in time, but for right now, it's not. And I don't want to waste any more time because we got such a great show. But
Chris, you are so fired.
I know, but yeah, let's start that funniest lyric short again. We're gonna do that one more time. Party Man, if it breaks when it bends, you better not put it in. Maybe we should sing this. Should we sing all of them?
Man, I mean, you can sing it if you want it, man. If it breaks when it bends, you better not put it in.
All right, so we need to definitely. This next song is a song that is packed full of hilarious lyrics
all the way through.
All the way through. This entire song is hilarious, and that song is Movie Star. Movie Star had so many of them that were all through it. It was just some of my favorites. Check it out, baby. You want to dance now? I think there's a line missing here in the notes there because I think she goes, "Am I supposed to be impressed?"
Yes.
I think I remember this, and she goes, maybe next songs. Yeah, right. Dance floor's not big enough for that cow, fat cow.
Fat
I
cow.
That's what I said. Yeah, dance floor's not big enough for that. I thought she said that cow, but apparently when I'm looking up in the lyrics, it says fat cow. Yeah,
says-
dance floor's not big enough, fat cow.
Kills me. Everything. If you haven't heard Movie Star, you've got to listen to Movie Star. In fact, once again, I'm going to say it, man. Those people on Patreon, the Patreon supporters, probably have access to Movie Star. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Patreon supporters definitely have access to Movie Star. And on top of that, a ton of different songs that we played during Prince-giving.
That's right. So and actually I had another one that's from the same song, Movie Star, that to me is funny because again, like we said, there's a ton of them, but this one kills me because it's right there. And he says, so do you like environmental records? Crickets chirping, water rushing, supposed to make you horny. Just makes me want to go to the bathroom. Kills me every time.
Yeah, it's just I know Gilbert, and I was actually, when Maserati did the little private concert that they did here in Atlanta, it was me and like 50 other people, and Gilbert was there. And I wanted to ask him about let's see, if I tell Gilbert and Rome to meet me at 11 and then I creep at 10, then I'll give me an hour of free reign. Modros. I always, those types of things is just always so funny to just kind of see, whenever somebody's mentioned. I mean, it's like a time capsule. You are forever, I had this discussion with Wally. Wally Safford and myself, when Wally was officially released, he was on the show when they finally announced the set list. And I said, they got Wally. Wally's on here. He was like, that's going to be on there. I was like, yeah, because a lot of people don't know this, but Wally's sunglasses used to be Billy's sunglasses, but I guess it just didn't have the same ring to it. But Billy's sunglasses didn't have all the lyrical content in it. It was just that one line over and over and over again. So yeah, it's always, when you get called out, when you name check like that, it's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh wow. Somebody just added one that in our list, and we have a pretty large list of songs. They mentioned one from Joy and Repetition. It's at the end of Joy and Repetition.
Oh, yeah, Rodney goes, I can't speak over that loud suit you're wearing.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Rodney.
This was from Ralph Tully.
We talking about the Cindy C? No, what's
more holes than a golf course.
Yeah, that one's my name's Andre Crabtree. Was it the third though, isn't it? Andre Crabtree the third. I got more holes on a golf course. What's funny is that I thought I was thinking about the sexual connotations of that, and I didn't. And then I was just like, no, there's no way you can't have that many holes. Well, I mean, I guess you can.
Just for that, I'm gonna do this. You get the audience laugh.
I think it's I think he's yeah. Are you wearing pocket rabbit? It's a good thing I was what was the line from good thing we live close, because I almost suffocated in that limousine. Next time I want some Paco Rubinio or whatever that stuff is called.
All right. So
there's like, that whole song is just completely full of just completely full of just amazing stuff. It's great.
Yeah, if we're not going to post the lyrics, but if you ever get a chance, look up Movie Star lyrics online and you'll see what we're talking about. There's just hilarious stuff all the way through it.
Yeah, the same thing with the song. We'll move on to another song, the song Vibrator.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys have ever heard the outtakes from Vibrator. There literally is a whole entire skit. They use this skit. They use a skit to back up that song. That kind of plays as part of the end of the Vibrator song.
Right.
But there is an entire skit that goes with Vibrator. That is so funny. It's a body massager.
Body massager. Man, please, man.
And it's got some funny moments in it because when she first brings the vibrator in, she's just like, I need some battery. She was like, oh my God, look at the size of that thing. Where'd you get it? And then she's like, let me take it in the back. Dude, no, you're not going to take it in the back. That part, I just think is hilarious because, you know, she's under the impression that this woman is going to take the vibrator in the back and do something with it. It's like, you know, it's
Pretty
just,
much.
yeah, I know, but it's just, it's, you know, how much time do you need? I guess not a lot, I guess, but it's just
I don't know what you need, but
there's nothing I can. I don't know. Never.
I don't know what I would do with something like that. I'm not. I wouldn't need long to watch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And Kimberly makes a good point as far as movie stars. The music to movie star helps it make it funny too. Yeah. That.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, Cher's included one on here that we didn't list either. My medallion, girl snatched my medallion and called me a bitch. It was the way he says it too, because he does it in that voice crack. He's called me a bitch. That is a great one.
Again, it's called My Medallion, and if you've missed it, you got to look it up. Look up lyrics, and we'll tell you the name of the songs. And
really got one. Don't blame it on a jackstep full of G's. Don't blame it on jackstep. I'm sorry, I had cords wrapped on my foot. Don't blame it on a jackstep full of jizz. Sanity someone said, what song is that? Sanity someone saying, I got a Tech 9 too, and it's called Rain. Shooting another brother, not today.
You're having trouble saying jockstrap. It's
yeah. Don't blame it on Don't blame it on your jockstrap full of jizz. I'm sure there's more to it.
That's a great line. That's a hilarious line.
Yeah, Chiaria says is a movie star on Crystal Ball. I believe that it is, yes.
Let's see.
And Chiaria does one that's a classic, the adore the
yes.
burn up my clothes, smash up my ride. Well, maybe not the ride.
Yeah, and just the way he sings it, because he sings the lyrics so passionately, and then, well, maybe not the ride. That adds that punch. The timing is great on that.
Yeah, he kind of stops and pauses.
Yeah, and speaks it instead of sings it. So yeah, we're going to break it apart and analyze every lyric.
I love lyrics like that where it's kind of like an afterthought. I can't remember the name of the song, but there's a song totally going off down a rabbit hole. There's a song by John Mayer. I think it's Things Left Unsaid or something along those lines. But he says basically the verse ends and he says, I'm not going to say anything else. And then he stops for a second. He goes, and another thing. And then and then he goes right back into it. Like that kind of stuff is just like genius.
Clever and creative. That's what keeps it going.
Yeah. Denise says, style is calling a cab and you give them the figure when they pass your ass. I actually saw there was a conflict on Prince.org about this lyric. Somebody said style is calling a cab and not giving them the finger when you pass your ass. And I was just like, I've always heard giving them the finger, but apparently some people, it was like a back and forth, like 50-50 fight. And I was just like, I don't think I've ever listened that closely. Now, we obviously can't play it on here, or Facebook will shut us down, but I've never listened that closely to that. But that's a really specific nuance, because when you add not giving them, it's a totally different meaning. Obviously,
absolutely
giving it. It's just I don't know.
So let's go back to we mentioned earlier, we were talking about Batman. One of the songs in Batman is Vicky Waiting. And the lyric is, I told a joke about the woman who asked her lover, why is your organ so small? And he replied, I didn't know I was playing in a cathedral.
Vicky didn't lie
at all.
I told a joke about a woman.
This, and it's kind of interesting because the song is actually sung about Vicky Vale from the Batman movie. And it's just this, I always just thought it was weird. I thought it was strange the way that Prince kind of crafted Vicky's character in the song
Right.
as this kind of a little bit stuck up, a little bit type of, I don't know. It's he created a totally different character than what Vicky Bell was in the movie, and I just always thought that was really, really interesting. That I don't know. I don't know what it's just.
Right.
That seemed like a joke that Vicky Bell would have laughed at.
I would think so.
I don't know.
But yeah.
You did skip over one of the list, the extra lovable. Did you didn't mention that, did I? Or was I
Did not. I did
extra lovable?
extra lovable.
Baby, I know my rap is hard, not as hard as what's behind door. Dig it, door number pants. somebody had listed that, and I was just like, that's not what it says, is it? And I looked it up, and that is what it says. It's
Not door number 2. Door
not
number
door number
pants.
2, door number pants. Baby, I know my rap is hard, not as hard as what's behind door number pants. I totally missed that one. I totally missed it.
I will say some of the funniest Prince lyrics are not the best pickup lines. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're actually kind of stupid. But
Probably do not try to use that. That's all.
oh my gosh. Chiari had another good one. That slick back patio, all the gold in his mouth.
Oh.
Try to play from yesterday's fool. Bob George. Bob George has got tons of them.
Because I'll slap your ass to the middle of next week.
I'm sorry.
babe. That's the
That's rules.
I play the witness
That's
better,
back,
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
And all you do is suck up food and eat. What? Oh, yeah. So for someone who can't bear no TV dinners, you sure eat enough of them.
Them motherfuckers. We could do the whole entire song, I'm sure. Oh my god. Yeah, that one is obviously full. It's just got a bunch of it's got unrealistic stuff too, like the fact that he's shooting at the cops with a laser and the cops run.
Right.
Oh no, he's got a laser, and they run. I was like, really? No, they wouldn't.
Look out, guys, he's got a gun.
They would have just unloaded on him.
Yeah. When I'm telling you, the Black Album though, the Black Album is a brilliant album though. It's really some good stuff. Rock Hard in a Funky Place and all those other ones is just it's amazing. But Bob George is hilarious. It's hilarious.
I was I happened to find a and I wish I could play it because once again it's playing songs from the Black Album, but I will share a YouTube video link because when I was trying to look for some more new concerts to play for Princemas, and I have a lot of them. I have at least a couple dozen brand new, great sounding Prince concert that we'll be playing during Princemas. I happened to stumble upon an old commercial. It was actually like a promo clip for the Black Album. And
Wow.
it actually it was all black. And then it had two video screens at the top and right of the screen. And it was just kind of just playing random little video clips of Prince. And the album did not even have a name at that point, but they were playing When Two Are in Love, and they were playing some other stuff. And there was like a brand new album coming in December, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, this is really cool that this kind of stuff is out there. But yeah, I'll see if I can find that. But you guys got to check that out. It was really, really cool. I was just like, man, I don't even remember even seeing this ad like at all.
We got and also in Bob George, I know other people are popping up some ideas, but there's also the here it is. Wait, who bought you that diamond ring? Yeah, right. Since when did you get a job? You seen that rich motherfucker again? What's his name? Bob. Ain't that a bitch? What's he do for a living? Managed rock
stars.
Who? Prince. Ain't that a bitch? That skinny motherfucker with the high voice. Please.
You look like baby.
Yesterday's fool. Don't you know who kill you now?
I'll slap your ass in the middle of next week. Oh my god, we could do this all night.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to do that. We just to see how much we remember off the top of our head. Just see if we can go from like top to bottom.
Oh, I'm gonna be used up in a minute. Somebody mentioned another good one.
I was trying to think of all this. I keep seeing Ballad of Dorothy Parker keeps coming up. I know Ralph has kind of put it. I took another bubble bath with my pants on. I don't think I've ever fully paid attention to all the lyrics in Ballad of Dorothy Parker. I have like my favorite lyrics, but Ralph has just put up the lyrics to Ballad of Dorothy Parker, and I didn't realize this. I took another bubble bath with my pants on.
Yes.
All the fighting stopped. Next time I'll do it sooner. Is that really what it says?
Yes. Next time I'll do it sooner.
Yes, yeah, we can.
I will agree with you. Ballad of Dorothy Parker is a brilliant song.
Oh yeah, no, it is probably two of my all-time favorite songs are on Sign of the Times, and that's the Ballad of Dorothy Parker and If I Was Your Girlfriend.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it. I do plan on doing a remake of that, man. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna have to redo that song, do a remake.
Which one?
Ballad of Dorothy Parker.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now put on that wig I bought you. No, the reddest brown one. Sorry, just jumping back.
Ross says, "Pretty man, you ask about love, no money back guarantee when I'm above." I don't remember all the lyrics to Pretty Man. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'm trying to think of the context of that one because that line. Because Pretty Man, when I first heard Pretty Man, I actually put it on repeat.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I will admit that when I first heard that song, I heard the "Don't Hate Me Because I'm Beautiful," and I hit skip. I admit I heard that.
Oh, are you kidding me? It
didn't pull me in. I think it was the mindset I was in. I was like, nah, I don't want to hear that. I went to something else. I was like, nah, I don't want to hear that. But then I went back later and I was like, this is killer.
That's a great song.
It is.
I write a check in the bank bounce. I do remember that one.
I love that. We've got lines from that one. I got one.
I'm scrolling down. I'm looking at some of these other people here.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy put on from where all the fat girls at. I'll be damned, baby, if you don't sit on yourself.
Yes, that was in our list. That's from Work That Fat.
Work That Fat, right? Work That Fat.
And I think the line, how's that go? Wait, where's there? Pull that up again. Hold up.
I think there's a piece missing out of this. It's "I'll be damned, baby." I think it's like sitting around.
Oh yeah. It's that's how we like them, fat and proud. Because when they sit down, they sit all around the whole house, sidewalk, and everything else. I'll be damned, baby, if you don't sit on yourself. But that's what I like you for.
Oh my God, that's just ridiculous.
Sidewalk and everything else that's what made me laugh.
All right, let's next one here that we had on our list, and I kind of stopped and started looking at the chat room because you guys are killing it in the chat room. It's amazing.
That's good.
Illusion, Como, Pimp, and Circumstance. I kind of went and I would hear various things, and I was like, I need to pull up these lyrics and then start reading them. And then the way that he kind of rambles off words, it doesn't seem like he's saying something funny, but right. it's just kind of done. I'm just kind of just talking here, but it's not like an Illusion, Como, Pimp.
Matter of factly.
Where was I? Oh yes, a gentleman. He never spoke about her nose, so prominent because in the dark it glowed. If she was only 10 instead of so lily white, her name was Doris, but he called her Flo as an essence. That ain't right. Fluorescent. Oh my gosh. That's just a ridiculous one too. I think I should probably copy
listen to the Pimp and Circumstance.
And the next one, we've called this one out quite a bit. Hi-Ho Silva, it's the Bone Ranger.
Yeah, that's
over. That's one of my favorite ones.
That's
Hi-Yo
made a few
Silva,
categories
Lone
with us.
Ranger. Well, it's funny because in the song you got that horse that's whinnying in the back. It's just like Ohio Silva, it's the Lone Ranger. I'm like, oh no, he didn't.
Just,
He did
I
that.
recommend not ever shouting that out during intercourse. I'm just saying, just don't ever shout that out.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Not going to go over well.
Oh, Shelly goes, Shelly did one. Well, I can deal with the sucker if he's in your mouth. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, Jeremy says look up Johnny's lyrics. Yeah, Johnny's lyrics are ridiculous. That's that whole the skit that happens with Prince and the girl when they first get to the club where NPG is playing. And they have that whole skit where the comedian comes on stage. Oh, what the fat man say to the skinny? It's like NPG. That whole entire dialogue and everything that's happening in that show, it's just funny. We have to look up these lyrics.
Now, just out of curiosity, wait, the I can deal with the sucker if he's in his mouth. Isn't that from Violet, like the organ grinder?
I think so.
I think that's Violet the organ. You know, to help us out, if you know a lyric, maybe put the song.
Yeah, Violet the organ grinder is where that song is from. Deal with
All
it.
right, because we can't remember everything either.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
I'm having some forget juice too. This is good for forgetting a few things here and there. So
Johnny lyrics, Prince. There it is. We got a wonderful show for y'all tonight. Jimmy Joe gonna come out here and bring on the show. Tell us some jokes. One of the fat ladies saying the skinny man, get your white ass off the stage. And then there's a bunch of people yelling, I paid $3, man. I want to see the man. They've got that's one of the funny lines too. What did the fat lady say to the skinny man? Who cares? Get your white ass off the stage. Oh my gosh. And then that's all that dialogue. Yeah, I told you we would get good seats. You didn't get good seats at the restaurant. Well, you don't never trust nobody. Shut up, bald head motherfucker. It's like the whole entire, even in the lyrics of the song and the dialogue that's happening, it's just there's some of these songs that the whole purpose of them is just for the comedic value to add when it's done in a skit type of format. You know, it's going to be ridiculous. Songs like Party Man and Pretty Man and Johnny and MPG. A lot of the stuff from MPG was, primarily because of Sonny. Sonny was insane. Sonny, I got honored to meet him, but Sonny is ridiculous.
Right.
Anyways, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I don't even know. I was just making up stuff now. I was looking at some of the things that are coming out from people in the chat. That's all. I was just kind of peeking through and mumbling out loud.
I was trying to look at some of these other ones here. I'm reading through some of the chats here. They got some of the segues on Exodus. Yeah, Brian was mentioning the segues at Exodus that are just out of.
We got. I can move on to the next one. Another one we have. And it's actually a good one. Actually, you probably. What's my name?
Yes, I think that's one of the lists on the. That I've mentioned this before. This is one of my all-time favorite lyrics by Prince.
You need to say it.
You never would have served me coffee if I had never served you cream. That line is probably one of my all-time. I don't know why. It's so funny because unless you're paying attention to what he's saying, you'll miss it. And it was just.
Well, and that is a drop the mic line. That is one of those where you say it and you go bloop.
And it's in the middle of the song.
Right. In the middle of the song.
You never would have served me coffee if I had never served you cream. That's amazing. Because you have coffee in the morning, you get it. It's just never mind.
If you have, don't explain it.
Kind of takes away from it, doesn't it? It's all right.
Yeah, it hurts. Oh, brilliant line though. Brilliant line.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best. Yeah, Brian says dinner with Dolores is funny throughout. Yeah, Dinner with Dolores has actually got a damn Dolores, pick another subject, please. There are so many different what does it say about her eating like a brontosaurus or something like that?
Oh, right. Oh my gosh.
There's like so much stuff going, and it's done in a really kind of soft, sweet song. You know, it's just kind of dinner with
It's
the
so
Lord.
subtle. You don't even if you're one of those.
Like a brontosaurus. You just say brontosaurus in the middle of a song.
All right. So we got two types of people. We got the people that actually pay attention to lyrics, and then you got the people who love just hearing the music and knowing, oh, that's Prince, and I love the music and the melody. And if you miss the lyrics, you're missing like the majority of the brilliance that's coming out of there.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph says Chocobox. So what's the deal? Are you gay or popping pills? You know, it's funny because sometimes you guys mention lyrics and I know all these songs. Trust me, I know all of these songs, but I don't think I've ever sat down and really like insanely closely paid attention to a lot of these lyrics to some of these songs. And some songs I sing along with and I'm singing the wrong shit. And I'm like, it's not even the right. Like Ballad Dorothy Parker was one of my favorite songs, and I don't think I knew the lyric to that one. I knew
Right.
I knew the notations that he was making, but it's just
I love it. Anastasia pulled up one, and this is a song that everybody knows, man. I wanna do you after school like some homework.
That's a great line. I want to do you after school.
Am I making you hot? It's like, oh my god, what just happened?
Oh my gosh, that's just a ridiculous one.
And it's even more funny because Tevin,
Get up.
Tevin, because I mean we know Prince redoes it. You know we've all heard his version, but you know Tevin saying that it's just
You know, it's funny. I didn't know. I think I'd only heard Prince's version. I never heard Tevin's version until just for the past couple of years, a few years. I was like, wait, Tevin did that song? I've only never known Prince's version.
oh
And that song is always that song was I did not just like you switched off Pretty Man. I was the same way with because of the Stark dun, 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 and then it like does this whole entire really loud banging thing, and then it drops off.
right.
And for some reason that it just caused so much of I don't just musically it was so weird. It's like, all right, here's where I couldn't even imagine how he even explained that to the band. All right, here's where we're gonna go. All right, Cece, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna like kill it. I mean, I don't know who originally played that, whether it was John or Cece, but I mean, just the fact that he had to like describe what was happening, it's like dun, 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 and the drum runs in the beginning of that song, and then it just breaks down to this nothing.
Makes you angry, and then
And
calm.
they break you down.
I think that's the greatest intro ever. But you're
It's
right.
so
You're right. Like
it's-
on that.
it's so harsh. It's
Yeah.
just crazy. You just never
Yeah.
hear anything like that. Rodney put up super cute. On Adair, I want to see if he put like all the lyrics up here.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see if she will share the kind of toys she uses when I'm not there. None at all, she swears. I don't care. I make her buy another one and a new dress to wear. And there's a vibrator noise, and she goes the toy against her curly hair. Now she must confess how she really liked to play, or if she don't. I lowered the speed and bad words she'll say. Tell me how you play. That's more of a sexy lyric.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's humorous, but my pants almost fell off. Just saying.
Yeah, and but he does bring up another one. He brings up joint to joint. Oh, great! Now you think you're my soulmate. You don't even
Yes.
know what kind of cereal I like. Wrong, Captain Crunch. You know what's so funny about that song is that in the song he's eating the song. Wrong, Captain Crunch
With soy milk.
with soy milk because cows are for calves. And then he's got his mouth full and he goes, "You don't love me. You're a faker. You just want me for my acres." That whole entire scene where he's just kind of just chomping away it's while he's singing
It's hilarious. It's
who
great.
does that? Who does that? I don't know. It's just funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. P Funk talks about the Segway one, the XS1. Maite is going number 2. No, it's not. It's not Maite. Isn't it Janelle or Jet? Because when he crawls in the window. I think this was one of the things that was on here. Hold on a second.
Wait a second. Wait.
I think I had that. I had it in here. Where did it go?
No.
Oh yeah, it's New Power Day. New Power Day. It's like they beat his ass so bad, change came out his pocket. And he beat his ass so bad, change came out his pocket. And it says, I was crawling through the window of Janelle's house. As soon as I got inside, it hit me. Damn. I don't know what it was, but it hit me hard. Janelle's a Rican, and then beans and rice is a habit at Janelle's house. I grabbed my mouth, my nose, and I just screamed, and then I ran. It just doesn't make any sense.
And if anybody's ever seen an ass whooping so bad with change coming out their pocket, you can relate.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen
it.
I was in, if those who are familiar with Atlanta, I was in Buckhead back when Buckhead was, when they had the clubs all in that back road, and there was like Buckhead
Couches outside. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Buckhead used to be incredible. And then they changed it and they took out all the restaurants, all the bars, all the stuff out of Buckhead. Everything was gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because there were too many drunks or too many, but it was like becoming a college town. But I remember very distinctly standing out in front of where the Roxy was, and this drunk guy, walked out into the street and he got hit by a car. I know that's not funny.
Whoa, why am I laughing?
But he got hit by a car, and he got up. But what was funny about it was that when he got hit by the car, his shoes, it was like slow motion. And his feet came up and his shoes went flying, like both of them, not just one, both of them came flying up, and they landed side by side, like about 10, 15 yards away from where he was. And he got up and he's like, "Where's my shoes?"
What? Where's the shoe?
If he didn't get up, then it wouldn't have been funny, but he just kind of brushed himself off. He just got hit by a car. The car wasn't going that fast, about 15, 20 miles an hour or something like that. But he got hit, and it hit him hard enough that it knocked his shoes off.
Wow.
It was great. It's still a memory that is burned in my head. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I can't believe it. It's funny to watch somebody get hit by a car, but them getting up, yeah, you can laugh after that. Where's my shoes?
Well, yeah. Well, initially you're like, "Oh shit, he just got hit by a car," but then he got it.
Did he actually say it like that with like a "Where's my shoes"?
Yeah, he got up. He's like brushed up his knees, and he looked down. And he saw he just was wearing socks, and he goes, "Where's my shoes?" He was like this redneck guy. So, "Where's my shoes?" And they're right down the street, right there.
Right there, yonder, there's your shoes right there. You're gonna get the shoes right there. Do your shoes.
Let's see,
Like Boomhauer, they're gonna get them shoes.
Kiaria pulled up one hot with you. It says, "I want to get hot with you. I want to get you underneath the cream and do the marshmallow."
Mm.
I do remember that now. I'm hearing it in my head.
Wow.
And yeah, it's funny that I hear lyrics and I don't necessarily, I know what they're saying, but it doesn't really strike me as funny. But then when you read it, you're like, that is kind of funny that he just says that.
It's hilarious on its own. Like, wow, okay, yeah. Out of context.
we're going to move on to a classic here that is full from front to back of just insanity. Chlorine Bacon Skin.
Yeah, that
I want to talk to you, Chlorine. Oh, Lord, Chlorine. You the ugliest woman that I've ever seen. I'm not jiving, baby. There's one thing the Lord loves, and that's the truth. And baby, you one ugly motherfucker. I'm not lying to you. You know the Lord loves the truth, don't you? Well, why the hell can you take a bath? It's just, I think the thing it's about that it's the problem with that song is that it's 15 minutes long.
right.
And it's very, very redundant. So while that part is funny, there's so much going on. But when you really pay attention to everything he's saying, it's just like, I'm not lying. You know, the Lord loves the truth, don't you?
The delivery. It's just
Speaking of ugly, there's a bunch of other things in Chlorine Bacon Skin, but I did not see this, and I had to pull this up, and I'm gonna have to pull it up again because I've heard this a couple times. This is not a song that we play on a regular basis on Funked Up, and that's "I Wish You Heaven" with parts 1, 2, and 3. It's a 12-inch version, and I think the reason why we don't play it on Funked Up is because it's so friggin' long.
right.
And you can't, when you play like a 15-minute songs, because it's a radio, you get somebody who's not a fan of "I Wish You Heaven" or is not a fan of, of some of the redundancy of that, or is not a fan of something like redundant, like Chlorine Bacon Skin, they tune out. And that's obviously something you don't. And I forgot all about this, but in "I Wish You Heaven" parts 1, 2, and 3, he says, "Your sister ugly. That's the truth. She pees in the backyard and sleeps on the roof." What does that even mean? I was like, I can't remember that he said that. And so I went ahead and I wanted to pull it up because I wanted to everybody to hear it. Hold on. Let me see if I can cue it up. Let me here. I can unmute this. Hold on, I gotta unmute it. Let's see.
Take my coffee, don't touch my cream. Make me holler, make me scream. Sister ugly, that's the truth.
She pees in the yard.
She pees in the backyard, sleep on the roof.
Now you gotta be pretty ugly.
Well, the fact that he wrote that down on paper
And meant it.
and she and committed to it.
Right. Committed to it.
He's in the backyard and sleeps on the roof. I did not pay attention to that lyric. I just didn't. I never paid attention to that lyric. And anyway. Yeah, Kiara brings another one. Arrogance. Pimp rag tootsie popping
Gang.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon.
I will be right back. I'm getting some turbulence here. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So we have oh my gosh, there are so many on here. We just did "I Wish You Heaven" parts 1, 2, and 3. We just did that one. Now here is one some reason now I have known the song "Sister" for, everybody knows the song "Sister." Everybody knows the song "Sister." And you could probably run some of the lyrics off in your head, but somebody had told me about the lyrics in this one song, and I was like, I don't remember this lyric in the song. And I looked it up, and sure enough, this is a lyric in the song "Sister," where he says, "She showed me where it's supposed to go. A blowjob doesn't mean blow." I didn't know that that's what he said. I don't know what I thought he said there, but I did not know that's what he said. So that was actually a surprise. Anyways, that's always a shocker. When you listen to a song for decades of your life and you go, "Oh, that's what he says." I don't know what I thought. Anyways, yeah. Again, if you're going to share a lyric, please make sure that you share the song title as well. because we want to make sure that we can look it up and see it in context. And did I said I wish you homeless? I don't know. I don't think I said that. Yes, Anastasia says Prince's dedications at the end of Lady Cab Driver are pretty funny. Yes, they absolutely are. There's some we still have some debate. There's still some debate about some of that. I always thought that he said this is for the tourist that didn't land. And everybody says the tourist at Disneyland. I didn't for some reason when I listen to it, I still hear didn't land. When I listen closely in headphones, that's what I hear, for the tourist that didn't land, not the tourist at Disneyland. I don't know why I don't hear Disneyland. I don't know why that is. It's just crazy. Rock hard. Lee's got rock hard in a funky place. But until then, keep your finger on the trigger. That's the only way it'll get bigger. Yeah, that's a good one for sure. Brian says the words of the sisters are pretty clear. Yeah, they probably are, but for whatever reason, you always have those songs that you just sing the wrong lyrics for your entire life. It's just yes, yeah. Shelly says she cracks up at the title load of Poom Poom. Yeah, Poom Poom's good. That's always going. Well, I talked about this before. This is one of Jaden's favorite songs on One Night Alone Live, where on Family Name, where he's kind of making a point by going through the audience and naming and giving people new names. And, it's like, what's your name? And just like, we're going to name you Blackwell. And it was like, what do you think about that? Blah, 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 blah. But then the other one, he says, and so what's your name? And she goes, Rebecca. And he goes, and what's your last name, Rebecca? I don't know why that makes me laugh every single time. It's just when I hear that dialogue between those two, it's one of the funniest things. I don't know. It makes me laugh every single time. No, it's Rebecca.
it's still Rebecca.
Jaden's like, is it Jessica? It's like, no, it's Rebecca.
Look, what? I could hear like noise in the background. What is going on there?
Let me tell you about. What is this?
Rebecca.
Andrew, are you telling a story? I think he said this is not lyrics. She says, I went out with the chicken to use my bathroom before we left. We get to the club and she said she has to go again. I thought she was going to go in the club. Next thing I know, she's pissing in the bushes. Yeah, that's not lyrics. That's the story.
Wow. Wow.
But does she sleep on the roof, Andrew?
Does she sleep on the roof and pee in the
important
you.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
I mean, sometimes it happens that way.
What's your last name, Rebecca?
Rebecca.
I don't know why that makes me laugh every single time.
Man, that's the funny shit, man. That's just funny.
And then, of course, the next one we have on the list is from Chocolate. Every time we're out on a date, I want to love you, make you wait. Then you told me I look like a pimp. But honey, I noticed you waited till after dinner. 18 jumbo shrimp.
Damn. Chocolate.
That whole crafting of that verse and the way it falls syllabically is just, I said syllabically. I'm not drinking enough.
Wow. Syllabically.
I gotta drink more.
Wow.
If I'm not slurring my words, then we've got especially words like syllabically.
You don't have to slur words if you're making up words. That's all I'm saying.
That's a word. Syllabically is a word.
Well, it just came out
syllabically. Syllabically.
So it came out syllabically.
Andrew says I dumped her at the club.
18 jumbo shrimp. Did you dump her or did you like disappear into the club? I mean, met afterwards.
Who knows?
I mean, I need an inquiring minds, Andrew.
I was listening to Funked Up today, to try to maybe hear some more to add to this list too, because we do have some more to add to this list.
Mhm.
But Ross here mentions 200 balloons. Says, "Take me for what I am, love me for what I are." But one of the things that cracks me up about 200 balloons is the visual that I got this one day. It just hit me. Excuse me, at the end of the song where he says, "Who's gonna stop 200 balloons? Nobody."
Right.
And the visual that created of somebody releasing 200 balloons and somebody trying to stop 200 balloons from it's like, that's a really cool visual to kind of just try to imagine somebody just trying to stop 200 balloons.
Yeah, because you just say it and you got to go, yeah, pretty much.
No,
That's
you're not gonna be able to stop them. That's
nope,
right.
not going to happen.
200 balloons, nobody. It's just created a funny visual. Denise said, "Mr. Happy, understand this is 80 proof guaranteed to get your girl loose."
Yes.
If you douche. I don't even know. I don't even know that's why that's an important part of the equation. Because it's that's like an afterthought when he does it in the lyrics. I understand this is 80 proof guaranteed to get your girl loose if she douche. If she douche. It's so random. Ross mentioned if the kid can't make it. We actually had that in the list. We had that whole entire dialogue. Where was it down here?
Jerome Scatograti or something like that.
Jerome, I've got a brass water bed.
It's all surrounded by plants and
I got an Italian cook. Jerome Scatograti or something like that. Whatever.
And that line was just, it's surrounded by plants
and lights and shit. It's all kinds of
erratic artifacts.
You can have breakfast in bed.
Yeah,
But the line
I'll admit it.
The line we talked about, this little hook went to Holland, and this little hook went to France. This little hook went to London, and this little hook went to, oh Lord, honey, don't you ever try to breastfeed no baby.
Don't you ever try to breastfeed no babies.
Why is that? Never mind.
I remember in Boston, me and a buddy of mine, we hung out all the time. His name was Mario. We always hung out, and literally word for word, we would, whenever one of us something was going on, we would call the other and be like, Jerome, and one of us would be like, man, shit. And we would use all of these lines. There wasn't a line the time had that we didn't use between us. And this one, the kid can't make you come.
Oh my God. This is like the whole entire thing is, what I've always wanted to do, when he, at the beginning of that song where he goes, Jerome, stop when they get to 17. I've always wanted to like pull up the lyrics and like count 17 what, like it's obviously 17 lines.
Right.
But are come on lines or whatever. And I'm just like, I've always wanted to go in and like just count them. Just actually count to see if there are 17. I know with as thorough as Prince was, there were 17.
There were 17.
I want to see them. I want to see them numbered out in the 17. It's like I just want to see it. Shelly goes, "You'll be screaming like a white lady when I count to 3." From Black Sweat.
Yes, Black Sweat.
Were you at the final shows or either one of the final shows in Atlanta?
I was not.
For the Prince Piano and a Microphone tour, he did Black Sweat on that final show, the very, very final show at 10 o'clock, which I might add will be played during Princemas. When we do 2016, we will play the Prince Piano and Microphone tour from 2016 from the Fox Theater in Atlanta, that final 10 p.m. show. And it's a tough show to get through because shortly after his passing, when I was able to locate it and we were listening to it, I literally was having a hard time keeping it together. But the reason why I bring this up is because he plays Black Sweat, and in both versions, I think in all the towns that he ever played Black Sweat in, from Prince Piano and Microphone, he always did, "You'll be screaming like this white lady," and he'll point to some white lady that's sitting in the front row or something. And it was like a running joke, but everybody got it. It was still funny. Brian says he doesn't believe it's lines. He says 17 bars measures, I think, but I don't think it's that. I think it could be, but I think he's talking about, he's doing all these come on lines.
Yeah. Back to back. He's like rapid fire.
Like back to back come on lines. Like, do you like diamonds? Yeah. It's a little masculine, but try this one off aside. Like the whole, it's like one after the other. There's got to be 17. We have to do that research. We got to figure it out.
Gonna have to do it
and see if it's 17 bars are actually 17. It was like, yeah. Anastasia brings up a good one. Says, I always wondered why the crackle of the candles burning was going to mess up the flow.
Right.
As
the crackle of the frame. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. What did I just say?
I can't remember the exact line of it. It's
the crackle of the flame would just spoil the flow.
Just spoil the flow. Yeah, it's the way that he says it. Yeah, I don't understand why it would spoil the flow anyways. I guess because of the fact they're so, I don't know. It's it definitely is
it's ASMR.
Funkatopia. If you have a breastfeeding no baby.
Damn.
Yeah, we talked about Adore. You can burn up my clothes, smash up my ride. Well, maybe not the ride. And then we got Super Funkadalifragisexy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll see you next Thursday night. Maybe I won't, but that's all right. Because in my possessions is a signed confession that says I was the best you ever had. Too bad.
Super Funkadalifragisexy.
That one just flows so well. I mean, the way those syllables just kind of fall, it's just like, because in my possessions is the signed confession. I mean, it's so hard to say even. Because in my possession is the signed confession that says I was the best you ever had.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say for some people. Not everybody.
When you've been working.
It's just timing.
It's so fast. It's just funny.
I like it just because the name itself, Super Funkadalifragisexy. I mean, that's.
I actually had this dialogue from the extended version of Kiss that I wanted to play, but but I wanted to read some of it first. I wanted to read it so you understand what it says, because a lot of people may not have really paid attention, because a good friend of mine that lives down in Savannah, I told him about this song. It was like I told him about not the song, but about the dialogue that happens at the end of the extended version of Kiss. And he was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Do you turn it off or something?" Because there's like a whole dialogue that happens between this husband and wife, between Sophie and Saul. And Prince goes, "Sophie, for God's sakes, if you touch the television, I'll kill you, Sophie." And she goes, "Saul, can you please change the channel for God's sake?" He goes, "I don't care. Leave it alone. Sit down. I can't stand David Letterman. Looks like a banker." And she says, "Oh my God, isn't that Prince on television, Saul?" He says, "Okay, Sophie, it's obvious." "No, wait a minute. I bought this television. Why you ruin it or me, for God's sake?" And then she goes, is he the strangest looking thing you've ever seen or what?" He goes, "You want to talk strange, Sophie? Okay, let's talk strange." He goes, "Saul, don't you touch that channel. Leave it alone, Saul." He goes, "Sophie, you're strange. I'm changing the channel." "Saul, do you value your life? Sit down, Saul." So like this whole thing that's like going on between them is, I think it happens in the last, I'm going to see if I can. Oh, where's
all I can think of is Aunt Bunny. Yeah, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
she falling down the stairs again.
Bunny Goo
Goonie Google.
You know what?
Come down, Goonie Google.
Gosh, You know what your wife said to me? That whole, yeah, that's just like a classic.
That was hilarious. Goonie Google.
Goonie Google. What the fuck does that mean, Gus?
She tearing up my stairs. Goonie Google.
That's Eddie Murphy. For those don't look it up, that's it's a stand-up bit. Yeah, Anastasia mentioned Mr. Goodnight. How many Raisinets are in your mouth at one time, Prince? I got a mouthful of good intentions. What was it say? I got a mind full of good intentions and a mouthful of Raisinets. Is what it says. It's like what? You got a mouthful of Raisinets. I actually like Raisinets. But anyways,
Raisinets are good with popcorn, like together. Just saying. Go to movie theater, get Raisinets and popcorn, mix them together.
Even though I'm on keto, there are 2 movies that are in the movie theater right now that I want to see, and I think I need to do that. I think I need to get popcorn and Raisinets.
Oh, I was gonna say, does keto keep you from the movie?
Try that. Yeah, it keeps me from the movies because I'm gonna have a Slurpee or popcorn, or all that stuff is off. If I'm gonna blow it, I might as well try Raisinets and popcorn. I've never
I'm
tried
telling
it.
you, it's a good combo. It works for me every time.
Yeah, it's salty and sweet. I
Salty and sweet.
I absolutely see why that could work. The next one is from Something in the Water, which this one, Something in the Water, I love this freaking song. It's one of my favorite Prince songs, but the line in the song, "Bitch, you think you're special? So do I."
Yeah.
That line is just killer. It's such a great line, and it always makes me, for some reason, it just always makes me smile. It's just,
Yeah, me too. And I remember the first time I heard it, I couldn't stop cracking up over it because you don't expect that. Like, "So do I" is the last thing you expect to be the finishing line.
right.
Because he says it, "Bitch, you think you're special? So do I."
We
Why in
brought
God's name you want to make me cry?
we brought this song up before. We brought up Pretty Man before, and so I wanted to pull up the lyrics for this song.
Yeah.
The way I wear my knickers around this booty tight make a sister want to call me up every night. And everywhere I go, people stop and stare. They just want to see me swing this pretty hair. If there ever comes a time it just won't grow, I'll do it like my brother and buy some mo.
Buy some mo.
In the early morning when I'm feeling nice, I walk by the mirror and kiss it twice. When it comes to perfume, it's on the shelf. I get it down, and if nobody round, I smell myself.
I smell myself.
Pretty Man's got like a bunch of different hilarious lyrics that are in there.
Once you play Pretty Man, you got to put it on repeat. It's just that good.
But you turned it off. You turned it off the first time you heard it. It's
not
just,
Pretty Man.
Oh
yeah. No,
you said when you
was
heard
Pretty
it,
Man.
well, hide it because I'm beautiful.
I was hide because I'm beautiful. Yeah, first time I heard that, I was like, "Now, next."
Yeah, there's certain songs. I mean, it's not a where he kind of like goes over this effeminate line where that's one of them. That's one of them. The other one, it's not so obvious. I can't remember the name of the song. Is it Dark? No, it's not. Or no. What's this where he goes, "You want my hips in the air? Oh no, I don't care."
Oh.
And the way that he says it, it's like
I don't know
that I don't like this much.
That's a door, isn't that a door?
No, it's not a door. That's the one he said, "You want my hips in the air? Oh no, I don't care."
Oh my
What's
gosh!
the name of that friggin' song? 1 second. Oh, somebody here in the chat room. We got.
Oh my god!
Hips in the air. It's just
all the critics. I mean, I know that one. Like
Insatiable.
That's it. Insatiable.
Insatiable. It's where he's talking. He's like,
Back to
all
Batman.
you do is push a little red button, and I belong to you in your little video box. But then he keeps going on and on. He's like, you want my hips in the air? Oh no, I don't care. But it's the way that he says it. It's just like, as a guy, you're just like, as a girl, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
just
as a
got
guy,
it.
you're like,
Not so much. Not so much. Not so much. Man. That's just.
nah, just leave the.
I mean, yeah, it's true. There's a lot of lyrics that Prince would come up with, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
love you, man.
I
But
see what you're
hey, I love you, but I can't sing that out loud. Oh, hold
I get
on.
it.
Slow
I
down.
get it. I'm not your target audience. I get it.
I get it.
I get it. I'm not your target audience.
I get it. I'm not going to throw you my panties. That's all I'm saying. Not admitting that I'm wearing panties, but I'm not throwing them at you.
Who threw up these boxer shorts?
Right. I want your hips up in the air. Oh, wait. Hold up.
This next one, I didn't realize it's not really that it's funny, but it is kind of humorous in the way that it's crafted. And it's from the famous song, one of his biggest hits, Raspberry Beret.
Raspberry Beret.
He told me several times that several times that he didn't like my kind because I was a bit too leisurely. Seems like I was busy doing something close to nothing but different than the day before. I love that
That's creative.
Those 4 lines are just unfriggin' real. It's incredible. It's just told me several times that he didn't like my kind because I was a bit too leisurely. Seems that I was busy doing something close to nothing but different than the day before.
Anyone who's a writer
It's just great.
has
Such
to
great
see the
lyrics.
brilliance in that. If you are writing,
Such
that's the
great
level.
lyrics. It's such great lyrics. It's just some of the best. It's just yes. All right.
And then I got this favorite from Musicology. I love the way he comes up with at the end. Don't you ever touch that stereo. This is my records. Don't you ever touch that stereo. This is my records.
Yeah, you can absolutely see it. He loves that whole character because ultimately, who was it that was talking about it? I think Alan was on Questlove's show, Questlove Supreme, and they were talking about this character that Prince keeps going to, that ultimately Morris Day kind of took over that character.
Right.
And they were saying, oh, well, Prince was copying Morris and Alan was like, no, absolutely. Morris was copying Prince because that was that pimp thing that he wanted
he
to do.
created that, man.
Now, granted, Morris perfected it.
Yes.
Because he actually, the character that he created was just,
well, he took it and he made it his. You know what I mean? Like he didn't try to copy. He took the concept and then he exploded that. You know what I mean? Like he took it to a whole different. You can't look at Morris and not think that is the coolest motherfucker I know, man. You know, like you just can't look at him and not be like, oh shit.
Because on the fly, now Prince got better over time, but on the fly, Morris was always way funnier and better. Like, and a good example is the song "Tricky." That's on the flip side of what's that? The flip side of, I think it's the flip side of The Bird, I think, or maybe it's The Bird or Jungle Love. The song "Tricky," where they're kind of going back and forth and why you big. Right, and he's like going on, and Morris actually is really, really quick. But when Prince takes over, it seems like he's like trying to stumble into a good punchline, and the beat is always broken up where he just goes black, and then it goes into this thing, and he But Morris, when he was doing it, he was just always so fast with those, just coming up with the "why you big," and then he just. Michelin Man, but he would always come up with the best, like Yo Mama type of
he's
jokes all the time.
Morris.
And that was running the "why you big" was a big running gag with Prince and Morris all throughout, because a lot of the stuff that you'll hear a lot of it during Princemas, when they're doing sound checks and stuff, and they're just kind of doing a jam session, and somebody will walk into the stadium that they're at, or walk into the venue that they're at, and Prince will come on the mic and say, "There he is. Why you big?" And then he starts going. So it was like an ongoing thing, to kind of come up with, random things to call people that, I guess intentionally probably try to hurt their feelings, but I don't know. But it's needless to say, Morris is definitely copying Prince, but
he did it. He did it. Let's just put it that way. He did it.
Yeah, exactly.
He did it his way.
And we had one more on the list. You want to do that one?
Sure. Well, no, you know what? Because I pulled out. We already had the Fat and Proud. They sit around the house. I think I already pulled that one out.
Yeah,
So,
we did. Yeah,
that
the
came
Work
up.
That Fat. Yeah, Work That Fat was open the icebox, ate everything in the crib. Midnight snack my ass. Bought 7 packs of cookies, thinking they would last. I'll be damned. Baby, I had to wrap it too. They looked at me and said, "Nigga, I eat you too." That whole
Just hearing you say it.
That whole thing is just so funny. It's what was my favorite line you didn't have written down here. My favorite line of that song. Yeah, how many food stamps did it take to get this palace or something like that? There was something about food stamps and how many food. Yeah, this is nice. How many food stamps it take you to get this palace?
The song "Work That Fat" is hilarious and it's a good song.
Oh my God. Yeah. So anyways, it is what it is. Oh man, but we had a bunch of different lyrics written down, and we went through all of them. We had a good bit. We kind of just rambled through them, but you guys brought a bunch to the table as well. But oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Yeah. That's all that we had, unless you guys have a couple more. We will let you guys throw up your final ones up on the list here, while we kind of make these final announcements here for the show, because we got really
and
cool
while you guys prep, there's another one on the same song "Work That Fat," where he says, let's see, my baby's fat, I like her like that. I hate a skinny skins talking straight out of her hat. I love it.
Oh yeah, Stacey was talking about Vanity 6. Yeah, that one, that line that Brenda goes into when Brenda, hold on a second, and she takes the phone away from what's the girl that Prince was dating for a while, but she takes Brenda. Why don't you just tie a mattress to your back? I'm gonna need it, because I ever see your face, I'm gonna fall and have a heart attack. And it's just like this rapping thing that she's doing, and they're not very good comeback messages, or but I guess is the way that it's done. That bass line in that friggin' song, "If a Girl Answers, Don't Hang Up," that song is incredible.
Right.
It's just, I mean, if there's anything that keeps that song alive, it's absolutely that. Matter of fact, at Princemas, I actually, for 1985, I actually have the full concert of Vanity 6, The Time, and Prince from that tour. So
cool.
You're going to hear some of this stuff. It's
Well, keep that, because Nasty Girl. Remember that the ending lyric is that it? Wake me when you're done. I guess you'll be the only one having fun.
Yeah, it's that whole line. I need 7 inches or more. You're like, yikes, ouch. Okay, here we go. Like,
oh, is that what you? Nah, I'm like, that's it?
when you hear some, because you never heard a woman talk like that.
Oh, okay.
Like, in a song. It's just like, oh shit. Okay,
like she said that.
Right.
She said it and meant it.
Now, honey, where's the tape measure?
Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Let me check. All right, I'm good. No,
All right, good.
not good. I'm not good. I need another pill.
Oh my gosh. But
Fun. Good
yeah.
stuff.
This is good stuff. But again, not tomorrow, next week, Tuesday, the 21st, 1 week from today, we are welcoming the one and only Bernadette Cooper in the house.
That's such a boring, lonely horn. I'm gonna have to find another one.
Yeah, the one that I had was actually really, really
Wait,
good.
you know what? My version's better.
Yeah. So we will have Bernadette Cooper in the house next Tuesday night. So please do not go anywhere. In case you forgot. Yeah. Meeting in the ladies' room. Such a great friggin' song. I would let it play longer, but unfortunately, Facebook will be like, "Hey, I know that song."
Yeah, we'll be in trouble.
And drop everybody.
Yeah, completely.
And anyways, so we're gonna be talking about Climax, obviously, and we'll obviously be talking about why I love Climax, and every single song on their albums is just insanely. It's just so friggin' good.
Right.
One of my all-time favorite albums of the 80s is far, and I mean it's in my top 10 80s funk albums. It's Madam X.
Right.
And I don't know what it is about that album. Obviously, it's a girl power album, but the way that it was done, the way it was constructed, the music behind it is just sick. Just that type of girl flirt. Oh God. I mean, just that type of girl was a great one.
Yes.
I don't even know. Do I even have that one here? I think I do.
We get to rave all over that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, such a great song.
Yeah, I don't think you right.
Yeah, what a great song, man. Give me a
man.
I'm just a friggin' oh my God. The fact that she is going to be on the show after years of tracking her down, I am just I can't even think friggin' straight.
It's perfect. It's a perfect way to go out the last couple of weeks of this year. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. So Bernadette Cooper is going to be on the show, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to talk about Climax. We're going to talk about Madam X. We're going to talk about some of the production work that she's done with Cheryl Lynn, with Shalimar, with Paula Abdul, all that stuff that she's done. I mean, there's so much stuff on the radio that she was actually behind, and she is a producer extraordinaire. She is a powerhouse behind a lot of the funk and stuff that you've been hearing on the radio over the years. She's the one. She's like behind it. She's the one that's there behind everything.
And we are going to talk about the then and the now. So we're going to hear it all.
Yeah. So you definitely want to tune in for that show. And on top of that, we are going to be doing the drawing for this massive. I don't know if you saw that photo up, but
I'm going to do it.
Prize pack. We have a massive prize pack that is on sale. That you can do right now. Right now, you can enter to win this insane prize pack. And basically, this prize pack includes, I need to figure out a way to get myself little in this thing. Basically, this prize pack includes, and I'm going to go through it again. And here's how you enter to win this prize pack. On Venmo, it's at Funkatopia, Funkatopia, and on Cash App, it's $Funkatopia, Funkatopia, or you can join Patreon. You actually get an extra added bonus when you do Patreon, patreon.com/Funkatopia. That's patreon.com/Funkatopia. And if you go on Patreon, and Jeff can tell you some of the things that you get on Patreon, but like a lot of files and all kinds of cool stuff,
all kinds of music, good stuff, all the stuff that everyone else doesn't have.
You can get all kinds of crazy stuff on Patreon. You can download a bunch of stuff on Patreon. Being a supporter of Funkatopia, it's kind of like PBS on steroids. But for every $5 that you donate via Venmo or Cash App, you will get an entry to win this prize pack. So if you donate $5, you get one entry into this. If you donate $100, you get 20 entries into this. And the prize pack includes a double vinyl of Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. These are all vinyls from my personal collection. So they're not like brand new shrink wrap. They're from my personal collection. So you're getting them right out, like literally right out of the, from behind us here. Also Sly and the Family Stone's Stand, Alexander O'Neill's Hearsay album, which has got that song Fake on it. Ice Cream Castle, The Time, the original pressing of The Time, I might add. Two albums from Jesse Johnson, Shockadelica and Every Shade of Love. A DVD of Batman, the movie, that features obviously music from Prince through it. Two Prince dollar bills or $100,000 bills or $1 million bills or whatever they are. They're kind of just fake Prince dollar bills or whatever. A Prince, a metal Prince, what do they call those things? Clip or whatever.
Yeah, clip. I don't know. Money clip.
Yeah. No, it's like a button, a pin, enamel pin.
A thing.
Two vinyls of the NPG radio. These are two vinyl, to like the MPG radio that they gave to 2 episodes they gave to the MPG Music Club. They actually also distributed them at some point in time to some radio stations who would actually play these long periods of things. They gave them the vinyl for some reason. And a DJ that I knew in the 90s, I happened to get 2 of them, and I have 2 of them on vinyl. These are collectors. You're not getting them anywhere. You cannot find these. And there's 2 of them that are in there. Plus, on top of that, you also get a Beanie Bear from 1999. It's actually got 1999. It's a collector's 1999 on there. Plus, you get a brand new Cream maxi single on CD. Plus, you also get the Prince 1999 import, again on CD, brand new. Plus, you also get Prince's Lotus Flower. There's a 3, I didn't mention that last time, 3 CDs, which has got Bria Valente, Lotus Flower, and Minneapolis Sound. You get that. Plus, you also get a signed copy of Dwayne Tudall's book, which is Prince and the Parade and Sign of the Times Era Studio Sessions 1985 and 1986. And no, it's not. And it comes with a certificate of authenticity. And no, it's not signed to me. It just says, welcome to the Dream Factory. This is what it's like in the Dream Factory. And Dwayne signed it. So it is autographed. It's got a certificate of authenticity, all that stuff. One winner is walking away with all of that stuff. All of that stuff. I see PJ saying if I don't have Venmo or Cash App, is there another way? You can do it through Patreon, patreon.com/Funkatopia, whatever level that is that you sign up with. Like if you sign up with a $10 level, you get 2 entries. You can also do PayPal too. Well, trying to think what's the best way to do it. PayPal. I mean, there's a personal one I guess I could open up, paypal.me/Chris.Horton. That's my personal one though, but I'll know what it is if it's come through that way. And that's Zelle. Yeah, I guess you can do Zelle too, but I don't want to give out my cell phone number. PayPal.com, paypal.me/Chris.Horton. That's paypal.me/Chris.Horton. That's my personal one. That's not really, I'll know what it's doing and I'll make sure that you're entered into this, but that's not one that we're typically handing out. But yes, that whole entire thing is going to be that prize package is going to one person, one friggin' person.
God, I knew I joined the wrong group. I just.
So yeah, and it's all in a box. It literally is all in a box right now on my phone. It's all right here.
It's serious business. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Like literally,
it's all in a box, ready to go to whoever. It's all right there.
Yeah. What's killing me is I've had those records and I've had scenarios and things have disappeared in my life, and I've been looking and wanting, and I just haven't gone out to get them. And here they are, like boom, right there. And I'm just like, ah, man.
And these are originals. These aren't ones that, I went to the record store and picked them up, and they're like in the plastic.
Yeah.
These are originals from my collection. So yes, some have little scratches on them. Obviously, you can see the condition of some of their original pressings. They've been literally in my collection for decades.
Yeah.
So you're talking about. So yes, these are used vinyl. The NPG radio. The two vinyls, the MPG radio ones, those are collectors. You're not going to find them anywhere. You're not going to find them anywhere. And they're in really, really good condition because I didn't play them, because it was like I had the MP3s and it was like I didn't play them, but I realized that I needed to put something in this collection that was going to be something that you're not going to be able to get anywhere. So again, I will put that scroll back up so you can actually see it if you wanted to do Venmo, but we are doing the drawing next Tuesday. I'm not sure if we're going to do it at the beginning of the broadcast, probably after we get done with Bernadette.
Right.
After we get done with Bernadette, then we'll do the drawing for it. There'll be 3 drawings. There'll be 2 drawings that we're going to do for second and third place, which is going to be Funkatopia swag. So you guys get, t-shirts, hats, stickers, stuff like that we will be doing a drawing for that. I may change that and may do something, add something to it. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I've got tons of collectible stuff, so we'll figure it out. But then we're doing the drawing for the grand prize, which is going to be one winner walking away with all that stuff. And it's
just one. And
if you're watching on the video, it's down below to enter. Just Venmo at Funkatopia or Cash App at Funkatopia. There is an A in there. FUNKATOPIA. Or you can just join Patreon. If you join Patreon at patreon.com/Funkatopia, not only will you be entered into this, but you will also get access to a butt ton of files and interviews and unedited stuff and just all kinds of really cool sound files and stuff.
I'm sorry. Did you say butt ton?
I thought I said butt load, but maybe it is butt ton. I'm not sure what's the grammatically correct version.
A butt ton. Okay. All right, moving on.
Butt ton, yes.
Butt ton. Okay.
Go sit on yourself.
Yes. Sit on the side. Cover the sidewalk. Butt ton.
Yes, so it's going to be great. And if you have to do PayPal, then paypal.me/Chris.Horton, but don't be freaked out if you see my picture, because that is my personal PayPal. So paypal.me, like me, you, myself, paypal.me/Chris.Horton. But I'm only saying that here in this announcement because I don't want to post that. But I'm trying to help out PJ in any way I possibly can. I would do Zelle. But that would require me to give out my cell phone number, which I really don't want to do out in public right now.
Yeah, not, maybe offline we can communicate some of that extra stuff for people that are in special circumstances and wear a special helmet. But there's so many ways. So
Michaela has entered. It's how I pronounce Mikela. Michaela. I don't think I've ever said the name out loud. So I see you're in here all the time. Denise, thank you very much. Michaela, thank you very much. There are, I think there's a couple others, but I don't, there's a couple others, but you need to enter. And again, and I meant to reiterate this. Patreon supporters, you are automatically entered. So if you've been a member of Patreon, you are automatically entered into this contest. So, so if you're already a supporter, you're good. But if you want more chances to win, for instance, if you're on like a $10 version, you're getting 2 entries into this right out of the gate. But if you want more entries, then you can do that.
Yeah, you can work it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But anyways, man, fun show tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Great lyrics.
Yeah, it's the funny. Those are super funny lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's always awesome when everyone else is participating. They're coming up with the lyrics for us. They're helping.
It would have been better with a phone.
Oh, it would have been hilarious with the phone. And yeah,
know,
but
going
that's
on.
okay because we're gonna work it out. And next week we'll be ready. We'll have that resolved and ironed out and working like it should. So we're good. We're good.
I hope so. That
We're
would be
allowed technical difficulties. Still a good show.
Yes, absolutely. So you guys get some rest because next week is going to be ridiculous because we're doing the drawing for that grand prize package. And on top of that, Bernadette Cooper is going to be on from Climax. Madam X is going to be on the show. So you're not going to want to be anywhere else. Also, be sure, too, that if you have not followed Funkatopia on Facebook, please do that because we literally are, just around 20 folks or so away from 10,000 followers, and we will make sure that you get a full every single time I try to scroll down, the screen keeps bouncing and I can't see where
We're
we're at.
so close. We're so close.
Yeah, so we're like 20 followers away from 10,000 followers. So the 10,000 person, whoever that is going to, we'll figure out something. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be Funkatopia swag or whatever. If you do want Funkatopia swag, you need to get it now because the sale is still going on in Funkatopia until the end of the year, where there's nothing in the store right now that is over $30.
Yeah.
And it's all free shipping. There's nothing in there that's shipping.
Right. And if you caught our earlier shows, we're actually going to be changing the swag. We're going to be changing it up a little bit. So there's going to be some new changes. So you're going to want this because once it becomes gone, it's gone. And you will have the only copies, the only versions, the originals. So yeah, definitely.
And it's so they'll become collector's editions.
Collector's editions. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. They'll become collector's editions and you won't want to miss it. Let's try to see if there's anything else I wanted to make sure of that I wanted to cover before we leave. I can't think of any other news. I think we covered all the news that we were gonna cover. Also, lastly, one more thing. If you're going to be, if you know of any funk bands that released albums in 2021, any bands that have a really, really funky album in 2021, please make sure that you send it to us because we will be doing the 20 best funk albums of 2021. We will be doing that list and we're going to go through and just pull all types of stuff. And then the 23rd, we'll be doing Princemas, which is going to be full-blown concerts from every single year that Prince performed from 1980 until 2016. There is a 1979 one that's out there, but we haven't found good recordings of it. So for right now, as it stands, it will be 1980 to 2016. So
Right.
please make sure that you tune in. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to turn it back over to the music right now, but thank you guys so much for tuning in to Funkatopia Live. Hope you had an amazing time. And
Thank you guys.
yeah, I don't know what else to say other than
Hey, this is a good place to end. We had a great show. You guys are awesome. Great suggestions. We did everything we wanted to do, and we got it covered. And next week, Bernadette Cooper. So there it is.
You better be here. That's all I got to say. You better be here.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. No.
See you guys later.
See you guys.